hey. Hi, I'm here. Hi, Sniper. Congratulations, you are indeed the first. You did it. Yay. Gothic vampire wife. Yes. She's the purple pastel Gothic Lolita vampire wife. How many more descriptors can we add? I got a tea. Boy. Today's tea of the day is regular old black tea. Just normal, boring black tea. In my big fat gigantic Sanrio mug. With a teaspoon of honey. There we go. Got it. Yay. Now I go. Boop. Ta-da! Now we have a bit of a situation. We have a little bit of a situation. Food is going to arrive here in probably less than 10 minutes. And I have not eaten yet today. I mean, I woke up 2 hours ago. But I've not eaten yet. I had no breakfast. So, I'm going to eat at some point during the stream. Might as well be as soon as I get here in like 10 minutes. So the question is, while I'm eating and not able to talk or do voices, do I want to do the main story quest or the event? Because on one hand, the main story quest is the cool part. That's where the good stuff happens. I want to voice that. But also it already has DP voice acting that we can listen to. On the other hand, the event is slightly less interesting than the main story. So I don't want to voice it as much. But it has no Japanese voice acting. So it'll be very, very quiet. Come on. I also forgot to do my dailies. Hold on. I gotta do those. Yuri! Yeah, that's me. Hi, I'm Yuri. Hi, Ozzy. Oh, hey, welcome to the stream. Welcome to Zealous. I already streamed Zealous yesterday, and I got like halfway through the new main story, but also it's very long. Cause they what's your favorite character? Bang! There they are. That's all of them. Which ones? Which ones are you looking for? Which ones could I interest you in? All of the above is the answer. I've been waiting so long for the Age of Subdelusion, you don't understand. Oh, this is quite, Kino, as one would say, yes? Hello Kitty! Why does my Melody have a knife? And why does Kuromi have a gun? I'm scared. I'm afraid. Why? What did you do to the Hello Kitty? Why do they have murder weapons? Why you look scary? I like the cry Kuromi better, she's cute. Is it down at the bottom? I don't play as easy much. Like, the Shark Maid? Because when the game first released, I got sick and tired of everybody on the internet freaking out and being obsessed with how much they love the Shark Maid. And it was oversaturated. I got tired of seeing her absolutely here and there and everywhere. I like... I like this maid better. I wish more people liked this maid so that she could have more fan art and animations and stuff, but no! Everybody's too busy staring at the shark maid, so Corn here gets overshadowed, and I get sad. Oh, she's rated properly. Corn, yeah. On my tier list, Corn is at the top. Corn is at the top tier immediately after Angel's Delusion. She is rated properly. No! I'm not saying you're not allowed to like Ellen. This is my... You asked me which character is my favorite. This is a list of all of the characters that are my favorite, and they're categorized by what reasons I like them and how much I like them. They're not categorized by how popular they are. They're not categorized by how strong they are in combat. They're just by how much I like them. These are my personal favorites, my opinions, my onions. If you like the shark, that's fine. You're allowed to like the shark. But I like corn more. I've had more than enough of my fill of the shark. I like the shark a normal amount, just regularly, not nearly as much as everybody else. But I've seen way too much fan art of her and she's become deluded. I've seen too much shark. That's all. There. I did it. I think Flirty is here now. Oh no. Well. There. Also, I have Vivian. Yay. On this. On this. Oh, did I get more? I did a few Hall Zero runs yesterday, trying to get more Bingbo XP for Robin. I've been informed that pizza has arrived. Food is here. Continuing at 2.5 anniversary event and Jen is there? Oh boy, I don't know who Jen is. Here, you get to stare at Vivian. Or I guess you can stare at the tier list? I don't know. I'm gonna be right back. Just give me like 2 minutes, I'm gonna go get pizza. Bye. Hey, I'm back. How many minutes was that 2? I said it'd be 2 minutes. I got pizza. I have the best pizza. Almost, maybe. I have one of the best pizzas because it has pepperoni and mushroom. I really like mushroom on pizza. It's the best. Mushroom is the best topping you could put on pizza. Janice says she is pure evil. The necessary evil of the ark. Oh. What?
What?
Oh no. I can't even see the mushrooms on this one. It's all under the cheese. How many mushrooms are there? I see 0. Ah. I know. Oh. So now the question is, while I'm eating the pizza and not talking, do I continue the main story? Since it has voice acting? So we can listen to the JP voices? Or do I do the event? Because it's less interesting. So I don't want to voice act it as much. But then the event has no voice acting, so it'll be very, very quiet. Abominable experiments fusing Nikkei bodies with rapture parts. They're literally for an enemy. Bondrude. Got it. Jen is the Bondrude of Nikkei. Now I get it. Now I know who that is. Okay. I'm gonna... Well, I could actually switch to English voices if I really feel like it. Here. Boom. Bang. Ta-da. Now I'm gonna listen to the English voices for the first time in I don't know how long, and I'm gonna speed eat pizza. Except for when there is no voice acting.
Well, Vivian was in the store just now, but you weren't here.
Does she need something?
It was about the sacrifice core. The first time the sacrifice core appeared was at that auction, so she decided to try and find the security footage from after that day. It's possible more happened afterwards, and we're simply unaware of it. If we can get the footage, we may gain new clues. Belle, if you have the time, head to Illumina Gallery to meet up with Vivian.
Okay, doggy. Yes. Put me in, coach. Earlier, Vivian exchanged information with an acquaintance in the auctioneer's lounge.
Shawl, I didn't expect you to be working here. Perfect.
I was just covering someone's shift. The screening here is super strict, and
I had no idea Shawl sounded like that. Holy moly.
So I hid in the control room during the supervisor's inspection. So I happened to bump into this guy, a blonde man wearing a hat, and I think he was checking some footage. Then he logged that footage into the tape he brought. Later, I found that part of the footage had been wiped.
Blonde, wearing a hat. Could it be Hugo?
Do you know him?
I think it's him. If it were Hugo... I think I know where he would hide the tape. Thank you, Shaw. You were a big help.
Great! You also helped me a lot when I started working. I used to make mistakes all the time. If it weren't for you cleaning up my messes, I would have been fired ages ago. So I'm happy I could help you too. All right, go ahead and do what you need to do. We'll catch up another time.
My... No, wait, I was reading. Okay. There's no voice now. Why? Now, Jin's recent experiment, Lori throwing a black box, which is a calling sign for raptures, to see if the rapture-fused Nikkeis will kill her beloved partner or herself. What? Yes, I'm following everything. I understand totally. But also, hi, Lillian. Lord Phaethon, you're here. Someone I used to work part-time with just so happens to be covering a shift at the auction. I learned from her that Hugo once took some footage away from him. I think Hugo was planning something, so he hid the security footage. But once I know when Hugo came here, I should be able to guess... Wait. Pizza. I should be able to guess where he put the videotape. How? Well, you're Mockingbird after all. It shouldn't be surprising you have subtle ways of communicating information, should it? Once on a mission, we couldn't use communicators. So Hugo trained a few birds and put trackers on so we could communicate. But after that mission ended, we let them roam free. But I just checked their trackers, and one of those birds flew near the auction venue on the day Hugo took the footage.
A calling signal seems to be making the Nikke's rapture side take over. And of course, Jenna only cares about the result.
Bondrude! You're now describing Bondrude from Maiden Abyss. Or maybe whoever developed the black boxes, black pillars, whatever they are. I forgot they're called. In Limbus Company. Distortions. It still flies around here from time to time. The tracker only gives a broad area, but I believe this might be something that Hugo left for us to find. If I'm not mistaken, the videotape is hidden wherever the bird is. I can't be sure which bird Hugo used this time, but all the birds he originally trained had at least some black feathers. Lord Phaethon, let's split up and search the area. If you see a bird, you can send me a picture of it. I should be able to recognize it.
I'm going bird watching? Nice! Vivian bird watching date.
Lord Phaethon, did you find the bird?
No.
Let's split up and search. It must be somewhere around here.
Are you bird? You have a couple black feathers. Punishing bird?
Soft and a sweet ball of fluff. It's hard to imagine this is the bird Hugo chose for the mission. But it does have some black feathers, so maybe this is it. Anyway, might as well take a photo and send it to Vivian. I'm just sending a picture of the panda-colored chunk of a bird. The panda-colored chunk of a bird to Vivian. You're getting a negative answer. Let's keep looking elsewhere. Is this supposed to be a tease for the panda? The big panda character from the 2.0 teaser? Is that what this is? Oh, hi! Though it's cute, this isn't the bird Hugo trained. Let's keep searching. It must be around here.
Bird. Panda bird. Speaking of pillars, there are pillars indicate the AA pillars, which destroy crystals. Speaking of pillars, there are pillars in Zenless Zone Zero called the Shiyu pillars. And they are the things that they convert etheric matter into usable energy. Now this is the bird I'm looking for. Penguins count as bird, I guess. And besides, using a bamboo for communication seems perfectly reasonable. What if it is this guy? Anyway, let's take a photo and send it to Vivian. I'm just sending the photo of the penguin shaped bamboo to Vivian. They respond with a long set of ellipses. Seems like we were wrong. Okay, let's keep searching elsewhere. Darn. For some reason, she seems disappointed by me sending a picture of a bamboo to her instead of a bird. How are your birds looking? I heard wing flaps over here just now. Let's see. Unfortunately, it's not them. There aren't any pure white doves among the group of birds. Let's keep searching. It must be around here. Those ones aren't pure white though. There's a couple gray ones.
What do you mean? Bird. Hi. Are there other birds? Besides the quest objective, I see the ones on the roof. Over there. Bird. The birds are up. Hello there.
You look suspicious. Beard.
Black curls in a dark alley. Seems a bit cliche, but this really is a good place to hide something. Let's take a photo of this girl and send it to Vivian. I just taking the photo. Vivian quickly responds. That's the one! She quickly comes over. That's the one. It's all thanks to our faith and we found them so quickly. If it's here, then Hugo must have hidden the videotape among the boxes.
You look through the boxes and find a recording, but it's been damaged.
After discussing with Vivian, you decide to head back to the video store together to repair it and check the contents before making your next move.
Go whoosh.
Pizza. There repairs the videotape and you watch the recording. The content leaves you shocked. It's a conversation between Hugo and Camille.
If I'm not mistaken, you and Vivian share the same goal. Silence is no good for negotiation.
I just don't want Dina to reach a point of no return.
Hasn't she already reached that point with what she's doing?
The formula for the Landon serum was lost, but a batch survived, and Dina was able to develop a substance that can be used for mind control. She's trying to combine the two to make sacrifices that would obey human commands. If the dormant sacrifice and the remaining Landon serum are destroyed, we can put an end to this. Dina's concoction can't create sacrifices on its own.
And the sacrifice core?
That belongs to the creator, not her. Although I find Landon's methods despicable, I can't deny that the Exaltists and the creator are leading us in the right direction. I just don't want Dina to spend her life trapped by her father's mistakes.
I mean, no offense, but I find your protectiveness rather weird. I will confirm the location of the dormant sacrifice and find the chance to relay the information to you. I do not want any of my people to be going into danger. As for the sacrifice core, I can only guarantee that it will not fall into her hands. As for how things will ultimately play out,
The creator will guide me.
The video abruptly comes to an end.
Camille was actually destroying the dormant sacrifice?
Now Camille's actions make sense. But why did Hugo never tell us?
Hugo... he...
Belle, Lycon said there's something urgent he needs to discuss with us right now.
All right, let's patch him in.
Master Proxy, I apologize for disturbing you. We have just learned that the Ravenlock family will host a banquet tonight. This banquet is rather special, as they're allowing members of their family to invite business partners to attend. With Hartman at the center of controversy, there are many members of the family who are eager to use this opportunity to replace him. The mayor has been spreading rumors of a young tycoon who inherited a sizable fortune and is looking to partner with a person from an old and influential family. This information has lured a young man named Burton from the Ravenlock family.
So, you want me to pose as this tycoon and use Burton to infiltrate the banquet?
Correct. And Hartman's study is also located within the venue.
I see. Hartman's study might hold valuable information.
So, what should I do?
You can attend as her +1.
+1? Lord Phaethon, please go with me!
Master Proxy, it seems Miss Vivian requires your presence, so...
Yes, just your presence will help me immensely!
All right, then let's go together.
I'll send you the time and place for the meeting with Burton. If you encounter any danger, please evacuate immediately or contact me for backup. I hope everything goes well for you tonight.
Bah. I have finished consuming pizza. I need to eat. The crust is so hard. Ah. I don't like crunchy food. I'm one of those weird people. I grab the corner of the crust for the slice, and then I eat the crust. I eat most of the crust, except for what I'm holding on to. Then I eat most of the pizza, so that I can just have a tiny bit of crust left on the last bite. Cause I don't like how hard it is. Now I think I'm good. I don't know if the game is gonna let me change languages again. Uh-oh. Wait. You get in contact with Burton. He said he'll come to 6th Street later to escort us to the banquet. Is there anything I need to look for? Don't worry, Lord Phaethon. Just leave the socializing to me. I won't let any evildoers get close to you. But since there's still some time before we have to go, should we watch an instructional videotape on formal dinner etiquette together? I learned everything from videotapes when I first went undercover at a banquet for mission 2. Though such a method isn't sufficient to master it, it's enough to deal with this one excursion.
Sure, movie.
Yeah, I'll go over the key details for you as we watch the tape.
You do some last-minute studying on the etiquette expected at a formal banquet for your mission that night.
Before you know it, evening has arrived. Hi. Lord Phaethon, Burton sent his location. Are you ready to join me for the banquet?
No, wait, hold on.
Then I'll have Burton wait. We'll go when you're ready, Lord Phaethon.
I need to change the language back. Since I'm done eating. Well, there we go. Now I'm ready.
Then I'll meet up with Burton first and make sure he's not tampered with the car. Lord Phaethon, please wait 5 minutes before joining me. It'll be safer this way.
Vivian heads out first. After 5 minutes, she sends a message saying it's all is good. Let's go meet up. Yo, nice car.
Miss Banshee, this is.
Is something the matter?
What I mean is, this person doesn't look like your bodyguard.
The Ravenlocks can protect me, no? If that's true, why would I bring a bodyguard? This is my escort for the night. She heard the Ravenlocks are throwing a true feast for the centuries with plenty of delicacies not available anywhere else. And she wanted to try some. You aren't so stingy as to not even allow your guests a +1, are you?
Of course not. Since you're not an important companion of Miss Vivian... since you are an important companion of Miss Vivian's, you are also my honored guest. Let's be off then. My chauffeur shall take... I
don't know how to say this word.
My chauffeur shall take you to the port, and from there, we will take a speedboat to the manor.
About an hour later, you arrive at the Ravenlock Manor. With Burton's guidance, you go through numerous security checks before finally arriving at the banquet hall. Hi.
バンシー城、僕の誠意は十分にご覧いただけたかと思います。次はあなたの番では?
Your voice is a little different than I was expecting.
Miss Banshee, I believe I've shown you my sincerity. Now, how about you?
Sincerity? My presence here is a show of sincerity.
If we're to work together, Miss Banshee, you should drop your pretentious act.
I'm well aware of the ways of the Ravenlock family. If I were to come empty-handed, I probably wouldn't even be able to make it out the front door tonight. Since I agreed to come with you, and even brought along my most precious companion, does that not show my deepest sincerity?
No need for such an off-color joke. Our door is always open for those coming or going.
We both know that's what. So let's cut the small talk. I know far more about how the Ravenlock family made their fortune than most here. I'm also well aware of why Hartman, despite such a massive scandal, still remains in power.
Oh? Do tell.
Cultists, blessing, sacrifice, Landon. Where would you like me to start?
How did you know that? No. Who are you?
Don't be so tense. If I'm not mistaken, it's about time the banquet began. My companion and I are practically famished. Is this how you treat your guests, by letting them starve? Perhaps when we've had our fill, we'll remember where the sacrifice is hidden.
You know where the sacrifice is.
So, can we get something to eat now? And I'm also looking forward to receiving a special dessert from you. We can discuss what you wish to know while you enjoy dessert.
Of course! I wouldn't let such an important guest discuss matters on an empty stomach. As for dessert, I'll prepare it myself, and I guarantee it will satisfy you. I'll come find you later. I wish you a pleasant evening.
Barton hardly leaves, and Vivian seems to be the sigh of relief. I'll cough. But why? Whatever for? Probably because of the pizza. These kinds of people are exhausting to deal with. I really don't know how Hugo used to put up with it. Wow, you are so cold just now, like a powerful noble lady. You sent Brit packing with just a few words. It's just some techniques that Hugo taught me. Like that dessert I mentioned. It means I want them to offer more if they want to come to an accord. Fortunately, that old fox Hartman is terrified of losing power. He is definitely keeping the destruction of the sacrifice. And the fact that the sacrifice core is fake. Is fake hidden from the other family members.
English? Did I read that right? That's an odd sentence, but okay.
Otherwise, Burton wouldn't have been so willing to raise his offer. Lord Vathan, let's find Hartman's study when the banquet is at its busiest.
Alright, I want to take a note on the surrounding terrain. Once more people arrive, I'll enter the garden to the doors in the corner of the banquet hall.
Wherever you go, I'll follow, Lord Vathan.
Should I be following you though? You know what you're doing here.
In accordance with the plan, you'll head deep into the manor after sneaking out of the banquet hall with Vivian. It doesn't take you long to reach Hartman's study, and with a gentle push, the door actually opened. Isn't this going a bit too well? It went so smoothly that we didn't even need to have any dialogue for it. The security around the manor is really strict, but inside might be more lax. But just in case, let's tell Lycan. Right, having some backup would be safer. Let's check Hartman's recent correspondence for clues. I still have concerns about the sacrifice core. Right, though the core he gave Dino was fake, Hartman might have left a trick up his sleeve and hid the real one. Then, let's split up. You and Vivian searched through Hartman's office for a while, but find nothing. Just then, footsteps suddenly come from outside, and in a moment of panic, you hide from behind the desk. Oh, hi.
Hello, Hartman. How are you?
Esteemed guests, is the catering at the Ravenlock family banquet not to your satisfaction? So much so that these two distinguished guests felt the need to come to my humble office to scavenge for food. Don't want to come out? Well, after all, you don't have long left. Burton, that greedy idiot, fell for the mayor's trap. But I never expected that he would bring you into my territory. I suppose I should thank him. Otherwise, I would have had to go to great lengths to eliminate you. Vivian, Faithin, give Hugo my regards. Tell him I shall be taking the wealth and power of the Ravenlock family for myself.
Harvey raises his gun, aiming at the desk. Yet there is no gunshot. With a clink of metal, a familiar voice comes in. Hi! Hi, what's up? Fancy seeing you here. How? How the heck?
The bullet! How?
My question too.
Dear uncle, why must we be so distant with one another? You can just tell me what you want to say directly. Hugo! Impossible! You're... Uncle, you must know. A Ravenlock will never stop until they get what they want. Did you really think I would be defeated so soon when I have yet to trample you into the dirt? You filthy... You only know how to resort to those petty tricks. Petty tricks? Perhaps you'd like to know what I managed to accomplish using this faked death of mine. My dear uncle.
Yes, I would like to know. Do tell. Shortly before. Hi, I'm here now.
Faking my own death. Hope it's all worth the theatrics in the end. It was just to keep Hartman off my back. But maybe I went a little overboard. The manager must be pretty shaken up. I should apologize at some point.
Is that why you... is that why... like... Oh.
Guess I'll also bring Lycan along. He is my partner in crime after all.
Is that why Lycan was so adamant in telling the proxy that Hugo is most certainly, definitely, absolutely dead? Even though Belle just wanted to double check, just make sure, just in case. Hello, Mr. All-Knowing.
Huh? So you're curious about the supernatural stuff in Belly Twins too? Well, in that case, you'll need my special camera. There's certain things normally invisible to the naked eye that can be seen through the lens. Can't I just use my phone? Of course you can't. My lenses are coated with a special ether substance. It's specialized equipment only special individuals that operate secretly in the Hollows use. Sounds like a scam to me. No surprise that an amateur like you, who knows nothing about Hollows, hasn't heard of it.
How? Oops. Your ether field seems to be a bit disorganized. Let me take a look. Yes. It looks like you've been jinxed. I'm afraid you're going to go bankrupt in the next 48 hours. Give me 50,000 pennies and I'll turn your ether field to save you from your fate.
So you're the one who'll make me go bankrupt.
You're way too direct. If you're short on pennies, maybe you should consider getting a loan so I can fine-tune your ether field and make you rich. Sounds great, right? There's a payment plan discount if you take out a loan now. Why is there so many scammers around Belly Twins? Holy cow.
You're late. So strict. Spare me a moment to catch my breath, will you? I'm busy chatting with random scammers. Like you.
That is Lazuli from the Steven Universe? Let's go over tonight's plan again. I'll handle the recording, John will find off any enemies, and Barrelin will clean up the mess afterwards. If you encounter anything freaky, you just throw garlic and salt and scare it away, Johan. And if the attack fails, you'll go all out screaming and get its attention, Barrelin.
Wait, what's your role in all this?
Me? Well, I'll be in full retreat mode, of course. Who else is gonna upload the video on the internet? Oof. Abandoned. They're basically they're playing content warning over there.
It's a work today, so there's less people about. Lonely and desolate. Just the elegant style unique to the Belly twins. That's also the in-universe canonical explanation as to why there's so few NPCs here. Since, you know, you're controlling Hugo, and we gotta make unique dialogue for each of them that you can interact with. So, gotta make them... gotta make less of them. The fun game videos started getting less views. Why is Twilight Belly?
I cannot read that fast. Never mind. I'm out of here. Bye bye, Hardesty. Hi. Oh, Art.
You're taking longer to rest than I expected. You think too highly of my physical capabilities. Well, thank you for your cooperation. I must say, if nothing else, at least your acting skills have improved. Why do you look so angry? You should be happy. You pulled that off together with flawless teamwork and managed to fool everyone. Drop your foolish facade. I'm glad you still remember the code we sent all those years ago. And thank you for ensuring your sleight of hand didn't deteriorate. Alright, I should also thank the blood bag hidden in my clothes and our other props. Do you remember when we last used this trick? It was probably ages ago. Sometimes I really don't understand you. Have you never thought about what the consequences would be if I didn't understand your code? If I decided against helping you, or if I just couldn't control my strength properly? You'd understand it. Of course, if things really did go awry, I had alternative plans. You wouldn't be so arrogant as to think I'd bet everything on you, would you? You're insane. Thanks for the compliment. So, what exactly is the purpose behind all this? Surely after going to such great lengths to erase your own existence, you don't just plan to hide here and reminisce about the past with me. Don't try to brush this off. I've already helped you enact your plan. Tell me the truth. Don't get your tail in a twist. I have more plans that require your assistance, so naturally I would not hide anything from you. Simply put, as things stand, whether as Hugo Vlad or as Mockingbird, I am doomed to die. Seems you made quite a few enemies. As a member of the Ravenlock family, I negotiated with Edmund and managed to obtain resources from Tops for my future plans. I also confirmed what attitude they held towards your master, the Mayflower family. Meanwhile, I used my identity in Mockingbird to strike a deal with Hartman and gather information on their collaboration with the remnant of the Exaltists. That's where I got my intel on what Bringer left. By the way, the crime declaration letter that your dear mayor received, that was also sent by yours truly. He has probably figured that out by now, right? Though I'm not sure if he told you. The mayor learned about the sacrifice attacks through his own means, but lacked an opportunity to take action. That warning letter was precisely what he needed. You aren't hopeless yet. How delightful. In short, I'm more well informed than your lot because I get around, dealing with all these different important figures. But of course, it comes at a cost. It's only fair. After all, we can't hide the smoke from a wildfire. Rather than trying to carefully tame it and risk setting yourself alight, it's better to let it burn free. Oh, and I helped you put on your little act. Killing you in front of everyone. You left the sacrifice core to Hartman. That was intentional too. That was intentional too, then. Oh yes, and it worked like a charm, didn't it? Now no one cares for me anymore, and all eyes are on Hartman. A perfect situation for keeping the Ravenlock family in check, while dealing a cutting blow to the Exaltists behind them. Another crucial point is, Vivian and Faitham. I must sever any ties they have with me or Mockingbird. Although I feel bad for Faitham about what happened, but it had to be done. That's the only way they would be safe, allowing the plan to continue. I noticed that you never turned your blade toward Master Proxy.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. He grabbed Belle and held her hostage with a knife to her throat. Yes, he did.
So, those words you said back then were also... I'll bloody my hands. I'll carry the weight of my sins. I will become the abyss. Obviously, it was all an act. My acting has always been impeccable, as you know. Hugo, you're taking such a tremendous risk. Why? Would you believe me if I said it's for justice? But unfortunately, it's not. I want revenge on the Ravenlock family, and I'll make sure that despicable excuse for a human being Hartman suffers a slow, torturous end. Of course, I also promised Vivian that I would help her investigate the whole thing with the Exaltists. That's all. You don't look too good. Is it your wounds? No. This is the first problem I plan to resolve. Lycan, do you have a place that is sufficiently discreet, quiet, and can take a lot of damage?
Can take a lot of the damage? A VR training room, maybe? You wanna go to the HIA? Lycan leads Hugo to a small warehouse in Port Elpis. Hugo looks quite pleased with the place. After scanning the area for a moment, he sits down on a chair, pulls out some rope, and ties himself up. Turns out he was not a vampire all along. He was a werewolf, and tonight is the full moon, I guess. Hi. How did you tie yourself? If anything, that's impressive.
What exactly are you doing? Don't look at me like that. If I didn't have to do this, I wouldn't. Hartman recently obtained a bizarre substance, most likely from those crazy Exaltists. After use, it allows control of the victim's mind, to some extent. You were dosed with it. To be more precise, Lycan, I deliberately allowed Hartman to put this drug in my cup, to facilitate our previous collaboration.
Hugo tells Lycan of what happened back in the private suite when he was negotiating with Hartman. The only reason I remember this now. God, that was a long time ago. I knew they were getting way too chubby. When he was negotiating with Hartman, the only reason Hartman agreed to work with him was because of this. Because he had drugged that red liquid. After that, every time Hugo and Hartman meet up, the latter would always add a small dose of that drug into Hugo's cup, and then ask questions, intending to glean information.
After finding out about it, I quickly found someone to help analyze its composition. The good news is, he gave me a very low dosage, perhaps because he was afraid I might notice. There's a different medication that can delay its onset, preventing me from actually being under his control. I simply need to put on a show in front of my dear uncle. And the bad news is that currently there is no antidote. When I delay those effects, however, they'll accumulate and erupt when my body reaches its limit. It may even break my mind. And that's exactly what's happening now. I need to endure those accumulated consequences. So, I'll lock myself in this room for however long that takes. I've tied my limbs to prevent me from smashing this place, or accidentally hurting myself. Anyway, after you leave, do not open this door, no matter what you hear. I recommend seeking professional medical assistance. This is advice I received from a doctor. Or are you saying that you don't believe I can make it? So, Lycan, come find me here at the scheduled time. All you need to do is smile and await my victory. What if I want to stop you? You know you won't succeed. Never have, and never will. Well, time is short. Let's begin. I understand. Don't die, you stupid.
After who knows how long, after enduring seemingly endless pain, Hugo finally awakens. The ropes that bound him had come undone. Though he didn't know when that had happened, Hugo checked himself over. Thankfully, he hadn't injured himself. Himself that badly while he was going crazy. After some time, Hugo straightens out his attire and tightens himself up, then opens the warehouse door.
Is this because of the side effects? Because the side effects haven't worn off yet.
Oh,
Lycan's late. I'm surprised. Or is something wrong with time itself? Looks like someone's over there. Might as well go ask.
I think he is insane right now. He has gone insane, but he just doesn't know it because people who are actually insane never actually know that they are insane. That's what makes them insane. That's awesome. Hello. I was talking to Bang Boo or the lady. Also, she looks familiar. Who are you from? Where were you? Were you in the comic? During the... what was his name? Donnie? During the Donnie incident? I don't know. The Donnie father incident? It's all your fault. Why were you born with those eyes? Ah, Robin is you. Robin is Hugo. Is baby Hugo. If it weren't for you, I wouldn't be in this mess. I had made it. I had heard for so long. All those years of planning. I was so close. You already agreed. You. Go and beg him to reconsider for me, okay? Tell him you'll do anything. Tell him to take me back. No. He won't want to see you now. You can't go and see him.
Mother.
It's all your fault. I wish I'd never given birth to you. Nolan's face is distorted with hatred, as if the person before her is not her child, but an enemy who destroyed her future. She blames all her misfortune on this innocent child. Everything will get better if you just die, right? If you die, he'll come back. We'll have another, more perfect child. One who will inherit the Ravenlock family bloodline. Then I'll be able to escape this pain. So, Hugo, for the sake of Mommy's happiness, just die, okay? She raises her hand to reveal a pair of scissors. The tip gleaming with chilling light. She thrusts the sharp point toward Hugo's paler eyes. Then she suddenly vanishes, as if she never existed at all. Oh! Where am I? Background? Hello?
So, I wasn't awake yet after all.
Hi! What? Hugo, inner demon! Bang!
That's because you don't want to wake up again.
Am I supposed to give him a different voice for the inner demon? Hold on, I wonder... No. I don't have any... I don't know what to do.
Who are you? I'm you! Hidden deep within your heart, your most true self. You want to kill her, don't you? Your so-called mother? Every time she beat you without reason, when she tried to gouge out your eyes, when she sold you into that hell, laughing all the while, you wanted to be the one to end her life. Why not admit your hatred? As you are, you can hunt her down and make her pay for the living hell of a childhood she made you suffer. Yes, I hate her. I hate her because she was foolish and shallow, greedy and stupid. I hate her because she doesn't deserve to be a mother. She did everything she could to try and get into the Ravenlock family, believing she could live a life of luxury without having to do anything, and never realizing she was a pawn, discarded from the very beginning. So she chose to blame me. Blame me for my heterochromia. Blame me for my very existence. But I won't kill her, because I know it won't change anything. She was incapable of loving me, just as she is incapable of loving herself. Have you been brainwashed by that dog? Keeping up with the act of being some magnanimous and forgiving fool? Don't compare us. I've simply come to understand. Love or hate, I make my own choices, and they have nothing to do with anyone else. She sold you to the Ravenlock family for a huge sum of money. She used that money to start a new life. Without you, while she was indulging herself, you were going through hell in the Ravenlock Manor. Does it not torment you? Do you not feel the hatred? Do you not want to demand answers? Kill her. Only by killing her can you be truly free. For a long time, I thought the same way. But now, well, I want to make a different choice. Stop lying to yourself. You never had a choice. This weak-minded thinking will only lead you to failure. Like before, you'll be nothing but a worm, trampled into the dirt by those so-called elites. Do you still not get it? This is how the world is, and always has been. Hesitate, and you'll be the victim. If you don't grab your knife first, you'll end up being on the other side of the blade. If you want to change everything, you must first become the one who makes the rules. Just like that woman. The only reason she could treat us that way was because we were weak. So listen to me. Find that woman. Kill her. And prove to this world your strength. It's what she deserves. Why forgive them? They don't deserve it. I'm not forgiving them. Or rather, I don't care about them. They don't even matter. At least not yet. You know, perhaps the person I hate the most, the one I truly cannot forgive, has never been someone else. But rather my weak, powerless past self, who could do nothing but hide inside a closet and cry. I hate myself for having neither the strength nor the courage to resist. I hate myself for begging for so-called familial love, even after being treated so terribly. I hate that despite the pain of my wounds, I still hoped to receive the carrot and not the stick. And that me is you, correct? So, I forgive you. I forgive myself. You'll regret this, fool. Your pretty words mean nothing. You'll ultimately return here to me.
After an intense bout of dizziness, Hugo awakens in the dark warehouse. The ropes that bound him would come undone at some point. Hugo takes a deep breath of the damp air and stands up. Hugo straightens out his attire and ties himself up. Then he opens the warehouse door. Again.
I see. This is still an illusion. I wonder who's going to show up this time. My pass.
Hugo, let's play hide and seek. I'm already hiding. You'll find me, right? Like you always do.
Serena.
Meow. Meow. Hi. You're looking in the wrong place. I found an even better hiding spot this time. Harder to find than any place you showed me. Is it the afterlife? Hey, Hugo. Do you ever wonder why? Why I had to die?
It was because of me.
That's right. It was because of you. It's all your fault. If only you didn't exist, I wouldn't have had to suffer.
Well, that's a bit much, but okay.
Yo, still looking in the wrong spot. I can't believe you still haven't found me after all this time. Have you forgotten about me?
I haven't forgotten.
It's okay. I'll forgive you. I'll still be nice to you, just like before. I was the only one who was ever nice to you, wasn't I?
Yes.
Then tell me, why do good people always suffer? Why is kindness always punished instead? Tell me, Hugo. Why? Hugo, are you lost? Go back the way you came. I left you a surprise there.
Oh no. Hi. Indifferent servant.
What a cruel...
I mean, I don't know who's talking. Which voices do I do? I was expecting of a disgusting... Lady Serena was so nice to him, yet he...
How does he still have the nerve to stay in this house?
They shouldn't have let him in from the start. Filthy, lowly blood.
Curses and insults encircle Hugo, piercing his skin like frozen knives. A mockery and rage from a wave that crashes through him, threatening to drown him. Then, as the cacophony reaches its peak, he goes silent. The air seems to congeal in the silence, deep and oppressive. It is as if time stood still, with only his rapid heartbeat echoing.
I told you that you'd return eventually.
I look another follow bot, quick, Yuribu, and nab him!
We meet again, my friend. I told you, I am you. The side of you that you've always tried to deny existed. Of course, I know. This time it's about Serena, right? Yes, your half-sister, and the only child in the Ravenlock family who was kind to you. Unfortunately, it was her kindness that led to her untimely death. It was my fault. I don't like the way you blame yourself, because that means I'm to blame as well, and I don't think I did anything wrong. Your mother sold you to the Ravenlocks, and your father? He saw your talent and wanted to use you to push the other children into competing with each other. My brothers and sisters wanted to get rid of me from the moment they first saw me. In their eyes, you were no more than a slave. But Serena dared to treat you, a slave, as if you were a human. And so she was fated to die. They tried to kill me, many times. But I was careful, and they did not succeed. So they killed Serena, who is weaker, an easier target, and pinned everything on you. Serena died in your place. Those cruel brats thought they reported this to Father. They could use it to get rid of you, a rival who threatened their positions. Yet not only did Father not blame you for the incident, he praised you for it.
Oh, I remember this now.
That was also a while ago.
This story is really good at tying up loose threads from the previous part. This is probably just one of the best stories in all of Zenith, really.
In the world, only the ruthless, cruel, and merciless can stand at the top. And that's exactly what you managed to live up to, no? You found a perfect opportunity thereafter to catch the ringleader of the group who framed you and almost beat him to death. You should have seen the expression on your face back then, crazed and manic with utmost delight.
What is it with stories where people like physically manifest their mentality being the best stories? Why are those always the best ones? Think of all the distortions in EGO, in Labyrinthuna, and Limbus Company, and Distorted Detective. Think of the Somnium Labyrinth, or Encore's character story quest, in Wuthering Waves. Think of, Simulanka in Genshin, I guess. Think of Pinakani in Honkai Star Rail. Physically manifesting people's mentality and emotions and thoughts is just really, really good storytelling. It just works. Did I read this?
You should have seen your expression on your face back then, crazed and manic with utmost delight. I don't remember that.
Seemingly unsatisfied with his answer, the inner demon transforms into him again. Hi. Hello. No longer bang bow.
Here you go again, trying to deny...
A slight mistranslation. A slight spelling error.
Trying to deny your desires. Deep down inside, you've always wondered, asking yourself why these evil people never got the punishment they deserved. Why the world is so unfair. Don't you want to rip them to shreds? Just like that day when you beat the boy's face into the dirt until he was barely recognizable. His disgusting blood staining your fists. Recall your exhilaration, your cathartic release of rage, that outpour of hatred. That victory belongs to you. You deserve it. Those brothers and sisters of mine are all dead. I cannot take revenge against the long deceased. They died by Hartman's hand, dying in the power struggle to become the Ravenlock's family's heir, rather than by your scythe. Boring. Boring? I find it hilariously ironic. Children who would murder their own kin for scraps of power, dead at the hand of their uncle, who followed their example. Is that not karma? Power struggles pitting kin against each other. Betrayal, suspicion, and hatred between people of the same blood. It's like a curse written into the Ravenlock family's genes. Laughably stupid. Don't forget, my dear, that the same blood flows through your veins.
As if to prove his words, the inner demon transforms into Hartman.
That's right, my dear nephew. No matter how much you deny it, the blood of the Ravenlock family flows through your veins. Survival of the fittest. Only the strongest deserve to live. Only the strongest deserve to rule. This is the path of success that has led the Ravenlock family to victory countless times. A blessing and a curse, etched into your flesh and blood. As long as you live, you'll never escape the mark of family. You're destined to one day become someone like me, like your father. Is that fear I sense? I can see you trembling. Why does the Ravenlock bloodline terrify you so? I won't become like my father. Never. You won't become a failure like him. So relax. Our power eclipses him, and so does our ambition. So do not deny your own desires. Do not resist your own ambition. This is the talent you were born with. The best gift fate has ever given you. Admit it. Deep within your heart lies a spark, yearning to ignite a raging inferno that'll burn everything down. And I am that spark.
After an intense bout of dizziness, Hugo awakens in the dark warehouse. The ropes that bound him have come undone at some point. Hugo takes a deep breath, lifts the damp air, and stands up. Hugo straightens out his attire and tidies himself up. Then he opens the warehouse door.
Lycan. Never thought I'd be this genuinely thankful to see you. Seeing you means this never-ending nightmare is finally over, right?
Well, no, the big moo's still there.
Why did you break our oath? Why did you use me? My eye and these legs, they're all your fault. You know, you are exactly like your father. I don't want to hear something like that from you. You have no idea what that man, my father, is really like. A person who stops at nothing for their own interests and ambitions. Just like what you're doing right now. And what do you think I'm doing this for? All of this was part of your plan. You knew where the Ravenlock family was going to be, so you set Mockingbird's target there. To seek revenge, you plotted to assassinate your own father, but he was too vigilant, and you failed. After almost being assassinated, your father was furious and locked everyone in the hall, but was unable to find the assassin. And what a coincidence that a hollow disaster just occurred in the vicinity. So he used it to eliminate all the unfamiliar faces there, turning them into victims of the hollow. An easy feat for the Ravenlock family. So the one who killed innocents was my father, not me. You knew what choice an extremist like him would make, and you used the chaos to once again attempt an assassination. This time you succeeded. You killed your own father at the cost of innocent lives. Admit it, Hugo. You don't care about anyone else. The only thing you care about is your revenge. How is that any different from your father? Enough. I'm tired. I may hate him for betraying me, but he wouldn't say something like that. What? You aren't like him. You're the other me, hidden deep within my heart.
Hugo takes a deep breath and slowly opens his eyes. Lycan is gone, and in his place is that familiar figure. Without a doubt, he is still within an illusion.
I've been waiting for you, my dear.
Wait. Also, this is taking a lot longer than I thought. The game is not giving me a break. Stretch. Okay, hold on. I'm going to... Fish? Go here? I'm gonna... Oh, my computer is being slow. What happened? I'm gonna... Fish? There you go. I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna refill my tea. Hold on. Big time. Hello. I have returned. I got more tea. There's more black tea. I need a teaspoon of honey. Beep. There. Got it. What up? Push. Oh, gonna go over here. Ta-da! We're back.
Hugo. I've been waiting for you, my dear. It seems you've already grown accustomed to this place, even turning the tables on me. Just as you said, you are me, and I'm you. There's no such thing as having an advantage over oneself. We're ultimately one and the same, forever inseparable. Then you should know what I want to say. When you and Lycan split, you didn't even try to clear up the misunderstanding. Didn't deny or argue against what he said. Because you realized that deep down he was right about you. You just hadn't acted on it yet. Some people live only to bring more suffering into this world. Sometimes murder is what brings justice back into this world. For that, I must stain these hands in blood. That's right! Just like what you said before you faked your death. Were those words really just an act? To slay the dragon, you must first become one, with sharp claws, rending fangs, and strength enough to destroy everything I can read. You know the truth better than anyone. If you hadn't hesitated and instead seized the first opportunity to kill your father, none of what followed would have happened. Innocent civilians wouldn't have died. Your partner wouldn't have lost an eye and both legs trying to save people. And Mockingbird would have never gotten to that point. You can save more people. Save good people. Save more lives than the evil ones you take. I have spent countless hours in regret over that incident. So, why not submit to your true nature? You want to be the judge, jury, and executioner of this world, and you can! I wasn't responsible for Vanna's death. The true mastermind is my uncle, Hartman. His schemes to kill the head of the family were all so he could take control. Mockingbird was simply unlucky enough to get caught up in it. So, for a behemoth like the Ravenlock family with its roots so deep, a single person's death, regardless of who that person is, wouldn't change anything. Of course, whether it's Tops, the Mayflower family, or even the entire world, it's actually all the same.
What? I received... What? Hello? Oh? Uh-oh. I can look at that after stream, it'll be fine. I can read.
Of course, whether it's Tops, the Mayflower family, or even the entire world, it's actually all the same. I refuse to be dragged down by pointless hatred any longer. You foolish, stubborn idiot! Do you understand the power of hatred? Have we not come this far precisely because of it? Or are you going to follow Lycan and Jack's twisted logic? Come on, you don't actually trust anyone. Otherwise, why would you hide this whole scheme of faking your death from them? You've built an impenetrable wall around your heart, keeping everyone out. Of course, you're right to do so. No one in this world can be trusted. Always, all you'll receive is hatred from your own blood, and no love. Suspicion from your companions, and betrayal that comes all too easily. But the most ridiculous thing is that you want them to trust you. You stay silent and long for them to notice your suffering. You yearn for your companions' understanding and trust. Idiot. That's why you're incapable of exploiting them for your own ends. You care about their safety even more than your own. But remember, only the weak need companions. And we are children born from hatred. We're different from them. I'll never be like them. And I don't need to be. Come, let me show you what powers we can wield. But you are me. And I'll never lose to myself.
Oh. Hello? Oh, that's spooky. Where am I? Am I back in the dreamscape? Am I back in the somnoir? A somnium labyrinth? Hi. Evil Hugo. Finally, they get to make use of the shadow fights in combat, but it's actually just the shadow fight instead of actual Hugo. Oh boy. Oh boy, how does Hugo function? When an unique special attack or ultimate... I know that he totalizes the enemy stun, that's all I know. When a unique special attack or ultimate hits a stunned enemy. When totalize effect is triggered, this effect increases the skill's damage multiplier based on the round of stun remaining. After triggering, totalize, the enemy will immediately recover. And also gain some days. Okay.
Think about all the injustice you've suffered. If you choose to forgive, you're betraying yourself. You know that? Letting you consume me would be the real betrayal to myself.
What is happening? This is so cool. Well. Hi. Hi. No. I'm falling. Hi. Monk. Oh. Gotcha.
You're just afraid to admit it.
Ow. This is hard. Gotcha. Skatoosh.
You're too scared to face your true self and what you truly desire.
You cannot dodge me. I'm too powerful. Cannot be countered. Fuck. Ultimate. Where'd he go? Hi. How's it going?
Without me, you're nothing. For what it's worth, thank you. Don't be afraid. You and I are inseparable. You're part of me, just as I'm part of you. Fancy words won't change anything. No, it's not just platitudes. I finally understand now. Some pain only fades when it's seen, when it's accepted. So I won't fight you anymore. I won't hate myself anymore. Weakness, hatred, malice, strength, forgiveness, justice. They're all part of me.
Oh, okay, dialogue on. I don't know what he said there. But finally, it's time to meet up with Lycan. Ah. Cutscene. Hi.
ヒューゴ、時間だ。ヒューゴ、おい。
ビビったか。俺は耐えたぞ。そして勝った。称賛が聞こえないな。我が相棒よ。
Yay! We did it.
この
Nice.
光景。
This is
いつぞやの夢とよく。
just like what I saw in my dream.
やはり後
I
遺症は
guess there's still
避け
some
られない
lingering side effects.
Hi. I did it.
愛も変わ
I
ら
beat
ず
the cool
時間には
boss.
正確だな。元相棒。
Ah, my former partner. You're still as punctual as ever.
薬は完全に
Are you sure you're fully recovered?
なんなら。
How about we fight and I show you how recovered I am? I refuse to fight someone who's in need of medical attention.
Lycan fell silent for a moment and eventually handed over a coin. No, looking at the packaging, it's not a coin, but a familiar chocolate. Chocolate coin, nice.
貴様にして
How
は気が利く
thoughtful. I'm touched.
あるいはこれが
Or perhaps is this simply part of the Victoria housekeeping's professional care?
目の前で餓死されたら
I'd rather you not starve to death.
Hugo takes the coin. After a moment of silence, he eventually eats it.
なんだそのなん
Not to your liking? I'm fairly certain this is the same kind as before. But I wouldn't know. I can't eat chocolate.
いや
No, I've just gone too long without food. It feels a bit uncomfortable.
とにかく
Either way, well, thank you.
なら話せ
Now,
あ
tell
の倉
me,
庫で一体何
what
が
exactly happened in the warehouse?
発作が起きた。
Just going a bit crazy from you know
他に
what.
何を期待している？
Were you expecting anything else?
だがまあ
But I did have a very long dream.
その中で
Dream about many things from the
ひたす
past.
ら掘り返して自分自身
If I had to put it into words, it would be like giving myself psychological therapy.
貴様にも必要
You
だと思
seem
う
like you could
から
benefit from some
予
too.
約を入れておく
How
から
about it? Want to book a
俺は
session
こ
with
の
me?
専門だ。
Trust me, I'm a pro.
それだけ口が回るなら本当に
It
回復
seems you really have recovered if you're cracking jokes.
そうとも。
Well, of
この
course.
上なくいい気
I'm feeling pretty great right now.
今なら
Like I could
過去を
argue with you all day on
貴様の
every
どちらが
petty
間違
detail of
って
who
いたのか
exactly was
徹底的に
was
議論して
wrong
や
and
ってもいい。
it was in the wrong back then.
お前が死を偽装し
I
た
wanted to ask, what you said about Mockingbird before, when you faked your
モ
death,
ッキンバードは何も
was
変えられ
that
なか
part
っ
of
た
the
んだ
act?
モッキンバードはこれまで何
Ah,
一つ変えられず
you mean the part about how
何一つ
Mockingbird has
優れ
never
な
really
かった
changed anything or saved anyone?
よりによって
I didn't expect you to still be so hung up on
モッキンバ
this.
ードを裏切った当人が
Interesting.
あの言葉を引きずってい
After
る
all, it was you who chose to betray Mockingbird. To betray me,
前にも言ったな
just as I said before.
モッキンバ
I
ードは
never
失敗だ
considered
ったと
Mockingbird
して
a
も
failure.
最後こそ少
Perhaps
し道を
Mockingbird
それる
deviated
し
from
た
its origins,
だがそれでも
but it has its
価値
value.
などではなかったお前が
You shouldn't reject the things you've done, or
モッ
Mockingbird.
キンバードを否定する
それについて
I have
俺が真剣に
contemplated this
考えたことが
before.
ないとでも
Yes, Mockingbird has helped some
モッキ
people,
ンバードはいくらか
and
人
has
々を助
genuinely
け
managed to cause
無慈悲
trouble
で
for
止める
those who
者たち
abuse
に
their
対して
positions of power
確
for
かに
evil.
障害そしてどうだ
Yet,
高みにいる
those in
連
high
中は依然
positions
として
still
莫大な
possess
資産を
immense
抱え込み
resources,
助けら
and
れ
the
た
people
者
we
た
helped
ちが必
remain
ずしもまともに
destitute
暮ら
and
せたわけ
suffering
ではない
are willing to
少し
become
でも利益
slaves
を
to
知ら
those
せ
in
させ
power
よ
for scraps.
彼だがなライカ
But just as you said,
貴様の
even if what we did was
俺たち
childishly
がかつてやったことが幼稚
idealistic
な
and
欠
flawed,
点にまみ
as
れ
little as we actually
弱々し
achieved,
く些細なもの
even
であ
the
ったとしても
slightest change is by no means
そのわず
meaningless.
かな変化はことを俺にとって
Nothing holds more
モッキ
value
ン
to
バー
me
ドよ
than
り価値のあるもの
Mockingbird.
などないのだから
Yango stares out at the ocean. A gentle breeze lifts his golden locks. The sunlight glances off both his eyes.
さて
Alright, let's catch up later. I still have things to do. I need to wrap up my plan.
てっきりしばらくは
I
休
thought
む
he would rest up first.
そうしたいのは
As much as I would prefer that, my dear uncle and Exaltist fanatics likely would not give me such an opportunity. If all has gone to plan, the fish will have taken the bait already. And if everything goes very well, I'll soon have solid evidence of the Ravenlock family's crimes.
そういうわけだ
Well then,
元相棒
thank you for your assistance,
ここま
former
で助か
partner.
ったが
Let's
今
part
一度
ways
道
here.
を分かつとしよ
いや俺も行く
I'll go with you.
うおいライカン
Lycan,
病み上がり
surely you don't think that because I just recovered, I'm too weak to deal with these useless fools?
ハルトマンのやろうとしている
Hartman's actions will disturb the
新エリ
safety
ー
of
トの治
Eridu.
安にとって深
As
刻
I
な
serve the mayor, I should
俺は市
intervene.
長か
今はそういうこと
Very
にしと
well,
いてやろう
whatever.
せいぜい俺の
Let's
足を
go.
引っ張る
And don't slow me down. Before that, don't you have something to tell me? What do you mean? Don't play coy with me. I know you're not spilling your whole plan. So, you kicked things off by approaching Edmund from the top as big shots. How did you manage to sweet talk him? I'm a bit of an illegitimate child, but I still have that Ravenlock family blood running through my veins. Funnily enough, this Lord Edmund thinks direct lineage is way more noble than the side branches, which is absolutely laughable. So, I played his arrogance to my advantage. And let's be real, I had some juicy intel to swap with those high rollers. But that's Mockingbird's secret, so I can't let any outsiders in on it. Was the sacrifice core from the mayor's lab your handiwork too? You could say that. The security there is no joke, so I had to leverage tops for some extra intel. After all, as you know, they've got plenty of moles planted next to your mare. And it was you who threw the sacrifice core up for auction, to lure in the Exaltists. You know they'd be all over it. Yep, I embedded the sacrifice core right into the rope of heroes. They actually matched pretty nicely, don't you think?
What?
Hold on, how long ago was this?
You got the fake sacrifice core into the cloak, the robe of heroes, before it was even put on auction? Is this before the auction or after you had immediately after the auction?
Classic you. I heard that after the auction, they found a stash of counterfeit Denny's. Feel free to take wild guesses, but honestly, I think those Denny's would rather be out in the wild than sitting in those hoity-toity accounts. And then you found Hartman and talked him into a partnership, getting your hands on more intel on the sacrifice and the Exaltists. After that, you shot that crime warning letter to the mayor, giving the city a legit reason to spring into action. Yep, that was spot on. Look at you, real genius over here. In the end, you faked your own death to pull yourself out of this mess, and you used the whole show to redirect everyone's attention to Hartman and the Ravenlocks, keeping the Exaltists on their toes. Hold on a sec. If that's all there is, why did you let Hartman slip you the drug? I mean, you don't have a way to dodge that kind of thing. I didn't think about that part. Lycan, I've got something I've been keeping under wraps. Actually, I've teamed up with your beloved mayor. What? When it comes to stopping the Exaltists, the mayor and I are on the same wavelength, so we can totally collaborate. What you should be wondering is why he didn't clue you in on this. The mayor must have his own reasons. If you can convince yourself of that, more power to you. Just know, if you ever want to swing back to Mockingbird, you can come beg me. I'll make sure to turn you down gracefully. Alright, enough chit-chat. We've got bigger things to deal with.
Cool! Everything wraps up neatly. it all comes together. I'm so sad that Hugo has such an insanely good story. Hugo and Lycan. Meanwhile, Vivian is just over there to the side.
I'm sure you've heard about the missing workers from companies under the Ravenlock family too. I know where they are. Those are Ravenlock's men. The workers with them are the victims who were tricked into going into the hollow. Come on, let's get them out of here.
Hi. You want the workers? You.
Thank goodness someone's here to save us. Thank you. You're welcome. So, could you tell us what those Ravenlocks did to you before they ran off? They're a bunch of liars. They tricked us into this hollow. They said they had a job with high pay for us. They kept avoiding the topic after we got here. Something didn't seem right, so I wanted to leave. But then they showed their true colors, and they tied us all up and told us they were gonna ship us off somewhere. They didn't make you take any weird medicine, did they? Medicine? No. But it wasn't just us they tricked. Another group went that way. I see. Here, take this card. There's an exit nearby. You should get out of here as soon as possible. I can't thank you enough. Let's go, Hugo. Must save the rest of them. You sure are eager. Always saving people. So self-righteous. Bunch of nobodies. Annoying as hell. Kill them. You're welcome to try.
Does he have a charge attack? Nope. Nope. Oh? Was that a charge attack? I don't know. I wanna dodge. Let me dodge you. Do it. Do it. I missed. Okay, fine. Mark.
More workers here. And quite a lot of them.
2. You want the other workers?
Who are you? Your saviors. Thank you. Thank you. I had a bad feeling about that group from the start. I should have ignored my gut instinct. Do those Ravenlocks do anything to you? Do anything? Well, we weren't doing as we were told, so they tied us up. Nothing else? Good. Alright, there's another batch of workers ahead of us. They should be by the roof. Don't worry, I'll handle it. You should get out of here as soon as you can. Let's continue. There's Hartman behind this too.
Box.
Of course. He threw them into the hollow, like offerings for the Exaltists.
Not sure if I missed any other box.
To him, those workers are just another resource. No different from the Aether's company mines in the hollow.
I think they're dealing box next to each group of people. But no. 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 Away! Hi.
There's more over there. Let's hurry. It's different this time. Don't rush in. Let's listen in on what they're saying first. I still need more direct evidence to ensure the plan is absolutely foolproof.
Hi.
The compensation you promised, it's all real, right? All we have to do is follow you into the hollow for some simple tasks, and you'll give us a huge sum of dennies. It sounds real suspicious.
Shut your trap! Keep yapping and ask questions. This is also suspicious. Why are you so eager to sign up for it?
Because I don't have a choice. My daughter was previously caught in the whole disaster and suffered severe corruption. Treatment costs have been completely drained our family's savings. So that's why... It's the same for me. A serious illness at a senior age. I need the money. Who would risk taking a job like this unless they were desperate? I'll do it. No matter how suspicious. As long as I can get paid, I'll do anything. Even risk my life. Wait, you people are from the Ravenlock family. You're part of a big company in Tops. You wouldn't go back on your word, right?
Don't worry. You'll get every penny you were promised. But before we start, you all need to take this medicine first.
The first man pulls out a bunch of white pills and gives one to each worker. Another Ravenlock family member seems a bit doubtful and leans in to whisper.
Bro, should we really be doing this already? These workers keep talking. We're wasting time like this. And the sooner they take it, the sooner it'll be over. Consider it an early release for them.
What? You didn't say anything about having to take pills before.
Look, this is good stuff, alright. It'll increase your ether aptitude. There's tons of people who'd kill for something like this. Exactly. You'll be working with the Hollow for several hours. This is essential medication. You have to take it before we continue. If you refuse, then you can forget about the job. Of course, you won't receive the compensation either. Lycan, what are you doing? Rescuing those workers, of course. There's clearly something off about those pills. You can't let them take them. Now is not the right time. As I said, we need more evidence to ensure the plan works. And as I said many years ago, you can't exploit innocence to achieve your goal. So that's how you see it. If that's not what you want me to think, then explain everything to me. Alright. It's a little complicated, but simply put, these workers will be fine. Of course, it's your choice to trust me or not. But if you try to rush in, I will stop you. I trust you.
Meanwhile, the workers have also made a decision, except for the Tankado worker. Most of them already swallowed the pills. That's when the arrogant Ravenlock family member finally reveals his true nature, saying,
You think I'd let you run?
while forcefully shoving the pill into the worker's mouth. After clearly capturing everything, Hugo let out a sigh of relief.
Alright, that's the evidence. Now we can go and beat them up into the ground as much as we want. Don't forget, you owe me an explanation. Also, don't overdo it and kill them, even if they're the worst of the Ravenlock family. Alright, your holiness, Saint Lycan.
Did you just record evidence of criminal activity to report to the authorities? I never thought I'd see the day. Hi.
I remember the last time they worked as well as a team. Your legs, how are they feeling?
I'm fine.
To be honest, I think I prefer the way you used to fight.
He used to not fight with his legs?
You had a lot more aggression.
I'm guessing he used to fight on all fours, like a wolf or something? Maybe? Do claw swipe attacks? I don't know. We'll do defeat the Ravenlock family members.
Who the hell are you? How dare you mess with the Ravenlock family?
Ravenlock. Savor the name all you can, for it'll soon cease to exist.
What's that supposed to mean?
I don't know how to do his voice, holy boy. It's even deeper than Lycan.
Holy moly. What's that supposed to mean? It means exactly what I said. I think this might be good for you. Sever your ties while you can. You still have a chance to walk your own path. The family's honor comes above all else. Is that really what you think? I think that I saw the compassion on your face just now. You're not from the main family, right? That's why you're assigned to these trivial tasks. But in reality, there's no need for you to keep playing this boring game for them. I don't have a choice. From the moment I was born into the Ravenlock family, You always have a choice, if you're willing to act. Alright, let's end the small talk here.
Who delivers a swift chop to the back of the necks of the Ravenlock family members?
Don't worry, Lycan. I didn't hit them too hard. Just enough to keep them quiet.
How's that? My acting's pretty good, right?
As always, certain someone should take some lessons from you. I'll leave the rest to you then.
Okie dokie.
Marcus carried the Ravenlock family members away. Now only Lycan and Hugo remain.
Okay. Now, can you tell me what's going on here? As you can see, that worker just now was actually an informant of mine. The pills were swapped out with vitamin tablets. Outside of this batch, some workers have already taken the actual substance Hartman has. But rest assured, the antidote for it is already in development. I found the best in the field to help, and with the data I collected before, we should have results soon. I wanted to ask, the reason you decided to lock yourself in a room and endure the effects of the drug, besides getting evidence, it was also to collect data on this drug in order to create an antidote, correct?
Ah, that's why when Lycan asked why Hugo did not plan to avoid taking the small dosages that Hartman was feeding him through the drinks. Hugo did not have a response. This is how mystery stories should be. This is so much better than Fontaine's Archon Quest.
It seems you're not completely beyond hope. I thought you were just being stubborn. Sometimes I wonder if you know me at all. Then I have one last question. Why did you never tell me any of this back then? The truth is, I heard everything. That entire conversation between you and Jack.
Okay.
Before he passed away in that small attic, when Jack called you aside and gave you those warnings, when he told me you might go down the wrong path. That's right. You never said anything. What would I even do? Scream and rage over your suspicions? I'll get on my knees and beg for you to trust me. You know, there's no way I'd allow myself to do such a thing. Besides, back then even I was confused about myself. Jack, It's all in the past. You don't need to explain anything to me. Enough. We should get going. If we're going to reminisce over the past, we should find a more suitable location.
After leaving the hall, the two arrive at a place with nice scenery. Ooh, how nice. Oh, shoot, you're right. Nice scenery. I like art. Art is nice.
Lycan, that incident back then, I didn't do it.
Which one? There was a lot of those.
It was a scheme Hartman devised to take over the family. It was Hartman who killed my father, too. I only discovered the truth long after that fact. I did indeed attack my father, and I thought he was dead. But he wasn't. I couldn't kill him. And even before that, if I hadn't hesitated, none of what followed would have happened. Even now, I still think they deserve death. But I no longer care to personally deliver that fate. They're beneath me, and I have more important things to do. You. I know we may never agree on that point, Lycan. I once wanted to fight against those ugly truths that defined me. But I discovered that the more I rejected them, the more painful it became. So I could only accept that crazed, hateful, and malicious side of myself. As long as I know I'll never become like my father, like Hartman, that is enough for me.
変わったな、ヒューゴ。
You've changed. But I think that might be a good thing. Don't patronize me. You've changed a lot too, compared to before. I still disagree with Jack's words, and I won't forgive your betrayal. I will walk the path I believe is right, even if I must tread over thorns and through the mud. But I will also allow you to walk your own path, Lycan. Should I say thank you? You're welcome. Come to think of it, we haven't talked about your legs and eye. It was just an accident, not your fault. I'm doing well now. I hope you are too. On the contrary, perhaps I should be the one apologizing. I misjudged you. I used to think you wanted power, and everything you did was for your own ambitions. Thought you wanted the power to pass judgment on all in this world, like a god. I am a god. I am my own god. Or you could say that in this world, everyone is their own god. There are many things that we are powerless to change. There are also many choices we can make. Just as I said before, I'm the only one who can kill me, or save me. I'm glad you think that way. Let's go. I still have one last thing to do. To witness the end of Ravenlock. To swoop in heroically to save Belle and Vivian, of course.
As Hugo recounts the process of gathering evidence, Hartman, unable to listen any longer, slaughters the table out in anger. Hi, we're back.
You really think you can take my place if I die? Never, you filthy. I don't want to say that word. Your little tricks mean nothing. As long as the Ravenlock family stands, I can still get back on my feet.
You still don't get it, do you? This is never about avenging my father, and I don't care about taking your place. I didn't come this far just to kill you. That'd be pathetic. Why don't you? Why don't you take a look at this, Uncle?
Oh, is this? He's wearing a similar suit to Hartman, but a different color tie, a different shirt. Almost. I can't play back. Dang it.
On behalf of Tops, I'd like to clarify that we have had no involvement in the Ravenlock family's actions. Tops is officially terminating all partnerships with the Ravenlock family, effective immediately. We'll have no further affiliation with them.
I don't know who this is, but they seem important. There's somebody from Tops.
Are you crazy? What the hell did you get out of ruining the Ravenlocks? You want to be a petty thief forever?
A thief? Oh, Uncle. Allow me to reintroduce myself. I'm the name people whisper about. The one who robs the rich and gives to the poor. I'm the master con artist who can fool anyone, anytime. I'm the leader of Mockingbird, the one who turns every headline into my own stage.
Oh,
I have friends who'd catch me if I fall, partners who'd shed tears for me, and allies who always have my back. I am Hugo Vlad. You're the one who needs the Ravenlock name. I never did.
You ungrateful...
They really like using that word in this, don't they?
You never should have been born!
You flatter me. Same goes for you, uncle.
You leave the Ravenlock Manor on Hugo's speedboat. After reaching Port Elpis, you all wait for Lycan to arrive.
ここまでよくやったな、ビビアン。
Yay! We did it.
Hi, I'm here now.
You've done well, Vivian.
Hugo.
Vivian is finally back. Oh god, thank goodness. I'm saved. Vivian and Belle have been gone for so long. I got so tired. I mean, Hugo is still here. I'm getting so tired of doing Hugo and Lycan voices. Too much. There's too much. Big, strong, handsome man.
You had better give me an explanation.
I knew I thought this would be a touching reunion. What was all the anger?
Hugo, I'm a member of Mockingbird too. And I am mourned or death.
Listen, Vivian, I don't want you or the people you cherish to get caught up in danger because of me. I've always been selfish, so I don't hesitate to use you all as variables in my plans. But it is because I'm selfish that I also don't want my failures to affect my treasured companions. In any case, if you were in the same position, would you not make the same decisions? Lycan's taken care of everything outside. We should go. Also, Belle, thank you. And I'm sorry for the whole act where I threatened you. It was the only way for Hartman to drop his guard against you and leave you be. I, Hugo Vlad, am forever indebted to you.
Forever, you say, Mr. Rich Man. You don't say. You see, I have this AI assistant who really likes draining my electricity bill a lot.
With Lycan's assistance, you successfully leave the Ravenlock family manor and return to the video store.
Master Broxy, although it is late, there is some important intel that I must give you now.
So, Lycan, you knew about Hugo's plan to fake his death.
I was simply playing along. After all, I could not determine whether Hugo's plan would pose a threat to you. You are a student of the mayor's late friend, and I am obligated to protect you. You still have that habit of finding awkward excuses when you're embarrassed. Mr. Hugo Vlad, if you have any important intelligence to share, please do so with haste. I need to return to rest before midnight.
You two sure are close.
I can't wait to see all the yaoi art.
For the sake of a certain old fossil's sleep schedule, I'll keep it brief.
Old fossil.
I learned from Camille that Dina intends to embed the sacrifice core into the sacrifice. Apparently, it'll make the sacrifice much stronger. Sacrifices created this way will not retain their minds. It will indiscriminately attack all living beings, including their creator. So, the Exaltists don't do this. It would bring them no benefit. But Dina's concoction can control people's minds. If a person takes the pill and is injected with the serum, Landon left behind, the sacrifice would be under its creator's control. Although the dormant sacrifice has been destroyed, Dina found a batch of that serum her father created and wants to create new sacrifices.
Never mind the sacrifice. Heartland's sacrifice core is the fake. We don't know where the real one's gone. Where the real one's gone.
The real core has always been here.
Here? In Lord Phaethon's video store.
You're not gonna tell me it's the one from chapter 2, right?
Vivian, do you remember when I suggested you give that collectible to our dear Proxy?
I remember, but that was just an ordinary pendant. And I've met the person who submitted it, but she has absolutely no connection to Exaltus.
How about our dear Poxy take out that pendant so we can take a look?
After finding the pendant sent by Vivian, Hugo takes it and gently presses the hidden clasp. The pendant clicks open from the middle. Inside is a sacrifice core.
Well, good job. Well done.
There it is. I forgot when exactly Vivian gave this to me. But I remember... I thought it was a bit smaller. I didn't think you could fit something inside of it. It's bigger. Collectible gifted by Vivian. It looks like an expensive and exquisite piece of art. No one could have guessed it could have opened. Inside, it conceals the mysterious sacrifice core. Yes.
Oh, take your surprised expression as a compliment for my little trick. I'll hand over this core to the mayor as agreed. Since he fulfilled his promise to protect Vivian and the manager while I was pretending to be dead, I won't go back on my promises.
No wonder the mayor would promote rhetoric favorable to Mockingbird. I can't believe I thought he was actually being sincere. Since we have the sacrifice core, all we have to do now is stop Dina from using innocent people to make more sacrifices.
Yes, and we need to destroy the last batch of Landon's serum.
Hopefully with no options left, Dina won't give up her obsession.
Alright, that's the important stuff. I'm going to go and confirm where Landon's serum has been stashed. I'll contact you again once I have something. What's wrong, Lycan? Aren't you in a rush to get back and rest? You act like you're gonna turn into a werewolf after midnight or something. How are you feeling now? Relax, I'm not kicking the bucket just yet. But you look a bit more run down than before. Just getting over something nasty, that's all. Risking your neck like that wasn't exactly smart. Maybe you should have... Lycan, remember what I said back when I faked my death? For a permanent and absolute victory, we must endure the pain of cutting away rotten flesh, and persevere through the darkest hour before dawn. Not wrong, sure, but it was arrogant enough. Instead of playing God and picking who lives or dies, I'd rather just do what I can do. Because at the end of the day, a person can only shape their own destiny, nothing more. You've really come a long way. Well, I appreciate the compliment.
Hugo, you've got a lot of explaining to do. No more secrets.
I will. I'll lay it all out, promise.
After a little chat, Hugo and Vivian say their goodbye and take off. Back in your room, you drift off to a neat, nice, pleasant, wonderful, lovely sleep. And then I wake in the next day. Highlights.
Well, Hugo sent a message earlier. There's new progress on the sacrifice situation. They found a large batch of unused sacrifice serum. He wants us to be their guide. He, Vivian, and Lycan will be heading into the Hollow with us to destroy the serum. And I'll use the HDD system this time to head into the Hollow with you all. Tell me when you're ready. Remember to bring Eos with you.
I'm only halfway through my tea. Stretch a bit. Bye. Oi. E. Also have water. Wait. There we go. Bye. Okie dokie. I'm ready. Boop.
You're about to enter immersive storytelling. Please set aside ample time to view all cutscenes in their entirety.
Oh no. Oh.
Who's DMing me? I'm afraid. What?
I'll have to do that after stream. Hi.
Dear managers, you're here.
Having two Lord Faithens leading the way for me. Must...
English?
I must be the luckiest person alive.
There are two Lord Faithens. Where? Let me check this. Is it YouTube mess? Got social media link to? February.
Hold up. I need to do a couple things. Boop. I might hear myself for a second. Hold on. Where am I? No, it's not. It's not the thing here. I know where I'm going. Hi, me. Oh, hi, I don't hear myself. Cool. It's muted. Here? You and you. There? I did it. Yay.
I have a friend request pending. Oh, hey. There we go. I am messaging people about voice acting. This is important, I swear. I'm getting there. Not all of them, though. Just one of them, because I could... That's the one that probably cannot wait until after stream. The other two can wait.
I hope. There we go. Now I think I got it.
We're good.
Hi. Having two Lord Faithens leading the way for me. I must be the luckiest person alive.
We'll be counting on you too, as...
Oh. Okay.
As, according to my intel, this is quite a large batch of serum. My guess is that Dina wouldn't put all the serum in one place, so we may need to split up. Just to be safe, we'll be counting on both of you to guide us. Once you're both ready, let's head into the hollow.
Right now.
It's combat time. I was about to say things are about to get serious, but I think they already did. This has been one of the best chapters in all of Zenless.
Oh, hi! Hello, hey, how's it going?
Kinky, nice seeing you here. Hey.
Landon's stash should be somewhere nearby. I did some digging. Some of the missing workers are brought here too.
Oh, you have to play as Vivian too. Nice. Things are about to get serious. And I'm about to get silly! Yay!
Dina's getting ready to make her move.
I missed. It's so hard to fight while also doing voice acting.
Don't worry, we'll clear them out.
I get to play as Vivian in the story. Although I probably should play as Hugo more because I already pulled for Vivian. Hi, Kingy Hell. Hold on, let me just. I do this. Wait. Hi, welcome to the stream. I'm playing Zenless. I'm playing Zenless 0. I'm currently in the middle of the newest story. I think I'm almost at the end, but it's so long. It's so long because they like merged Vivian's character story quest and Hugo's story quest together into the main story quest. And it's awesome. I love this story. It's so good. It's so fun. I forgot. Were you from? You're from the Olympus server, right? I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure. I know people's names. I'm so good at remembering people's names. Meow. Hi.
They're trying to destroy the goods. Stop them.
I'm the director, yes. Now you can see sort of how I got such a massive vocal range. I do streams like this all the time. And I read all the character dialogue in the middle of the story. I read everybody's dialogue. And I try to do different voices for each of them.
Some of the serum is stored in this warehouse.
Here? Box. No. Not a box.
You're not taking anything from here.
I am if I kill you.
Hugo, get the guards first.
Isn't kind of lame. Still have convinced you with a small team or something. Ah yes, I have a bunch of little minions sitting next to me at my desk. And they're all speaking together with me, right little guys?
Yeah, of course.
Okie dokie, have fun!
Bang. Oh, they're already dead. Oh. Now do. Make explosions. Oh. Skadoosh. Are you dead yet? Are you dead yet? How about now? Oh, hi! Ow. Whoosh. Not what I was going for, but okay. Totalize! Now that's a lot of damage. Holy moly. Combine Hugo's E skill with a Totalize and a Disorder and a Bloom.
More of Landon's serum survives than expected. Fortunately, since they're still here, it means Dina hasn't executed the final step of her plan. There's likely a lot more stashed around here, and we have yet to locate the missing people. Our actions here won't go unnoticed. Perhaps they're making plans to deal with us on their side. With Landon and Dina's concoctions combined, she may be capable of creating a sacrifice that obeys her. If it comes to that, this'll get far more troublesome.
How about we split up? Hugo and Lycan on story remains of the substances around here. Vivian and Hugo search elsewhere.
Very well. Let's go with your plan. But be careful if you encounter Dina and her people. According to Camille, she's absolutely obsessed with completing her father's dying wish. Who knows what she may try. Let's part ways here for now. Boy, words. And perhaps the other manager could use Aeos to guide us. Sure. I've been feeling better these past few days, so just follow me. It's only now that I realize how fortunate we are to have two Lord Vathans. Although, I feel like our work's doubled. In the past, Bill and I would only ever work on the same route. Greater power means more responsibility. And in any case, I'm sure the mayor would be able to provide double compensation. He's a very generous person, after all. Right, like it? You're exploiting my master's richness. I don't know how to feel about that. I'll request additional compensation from the mayor. Compensation is just one aspect. It's one thing with Belle being in the Hollow in person, but now with us working on separate routes, I can't help but worry even more for his safety. Oh, but I trust in your abilities. I'm just not quite used to this.
As they talk, Vivian stands behind them and suddenly sheds tears as she gazes over the— Oh! Hey Vivian, you wanna share? Please do inform us. She turns and quickly approaches the area where Landon's serum is stored. Vivian recalls the tears she shed when looking at Faithin and the destiny she saw then. Oh. This is the future I saw. Lord Faithin. Vivian closes her eyes as if making a decision, then grabs the vial of Landon's serum. If the tragedy is inevitable, then let me use this misfortune. Then let the misfortune fall upon me. I'm sorry. This time, I'll make sure the future I saw does not come to pass. I don't want to bring you misfortune. That's all I wish for. Vivian, why are you not sharing? Sharing is caring, you know. Please inform us. I guess she's just doing it on her own. Okay. I'll leave this to me, Lord Faithin. Vivian solo? On-field Vivian? I have so many stats. I need more energy. Where my energy when I need it? Whoosh. Ooh, fuck. Ta-da. Nyum. Lord Faithin, there might be more serum here. There's more energy here. Box.
How dare you steal from Lady Dina?
Hi. I'll go easy on you. No promises. Oh. Big kaboos. Box. Box. There are containers by the fissure. There's gotta be something inside. Let's try opening them. Hi, there's people inside.
Oh, we don't want the money anymore. Please just let us go. I don't think I'm gonna make it. Just end my pain, please.
We're here to save you. Are there any other captives?
There were, but they all turned into ethereals. So many ethereals. They're all dead. Please, just let us go. Echo never intended to let us live.
My friends will get you out. We'll deal with this. Don't be afraid. You'll get out of this hole alive. We promise.
Really? Oh, thank goodness. Be careful. So many people were brought in with us. They're all ethereals now. Really scary ethereals. I can't even imagine what she's planning to do with such a massive horde of ethereals. People will die. Everyone will be killed by those ethereals.
Hush. Say no more. My friends will get you out. Leave the rest to us. After contacting Hugo and Lycan, they quickly arrive. You eventually decide how to first take the civilians to a safe place, while Vivian and you continue to search for any overload serum or victims. Shortly after they leave, a familiar voice comes. Hi. It must have been tough for you to find this place. Vivian, if you had stayed out of it, I wouldn't be so eager to get rid of you. Those people have been taken to safety. You're all out of options.
They're just mere test subjects. So what if they get away? There'll always be people consumed by greed, therefore they'll come willingly to me. In any case, what are a few sacrifices in comparison to the completion of the Father's grand mission?
Tina, you deceived those people. They didn't come willingly to you. You tricked them just like Landon did back then.
Deceived? Father gave hope to those who had everything taken from them by the Hollows. Vivian, you once rejoiced at the hope Father offered you too. Before Father took you in, you were no more than an omen of disaster that no one wanted. It was Father who gave you shelter and a purpose for existing. Do you remember the first time you bestowed a blessing under Father's guidance? How did you feel when that person looked at you with adoration and gratefulness? That was the first time you felt hope, like your existence had a purpose, right? Don't forget that it was Father who, through what you call deception, gave you hope. And you, what have you done? You basked in Father's attention and everyone's adoration, only to destroy everything. Do you think that by leaving the Exaltus, those people will live better lives? Of course not! Those who suffered under the Hollows will only continue on as walking corpses without the hope Father gave them. Do you really think you're some sort of savior, Vivian? In the end, you're just an ungrateful brat who thinks who brings misfortune to those around her. It was you who destroyed everyone's hope.
Not everyone wants to live in false hope, Tina. You say it's because of greed that people willingly become your sacrifices. Perhaps those people aren't entirely virtuous. But that greed is just wanting to live a better life beyond the Hollows. What you and Landon have done was never about giving people hope, but exploiting it. Stop lying to yourself. Deep down, you know what Landon did was cruel.
No.
Back then, Landon wanted to inject you with the serum. The fear in your face was as plain as day. I saw it all clearly. If all of this is as righteous as you claim, then why did you make such an expression, Dina?
Don't look at me with such pity! Father did nothing wrong. All of this is to make something out of the Hollows, other than disaster. That's everyone's only hope.
Dina, it's not too late to stop. Stop living in this lie. You know what would happen if a sacrifice loses control and escapes the Hollow. It's not the Hollows that are to blame for those people's deaths, but the hope you keep talking about. That'll cause more despair and claim more lives.
That is merely the necessary sacrifice to accomplish a greater goal.
No one deserves to be a sacrifice.
Your hypocritical magnanimity disgusts me. I can always go and get more test subjects if they've escaped. I'll be able to replicate Father's serum with enough time. With you gone, I'll be able to complete Father's gift to the Creator and fulfill his last wish. Camille, release the failed subjects. Lady Dina. Camille, are you going to do what you did before? You keep saying you'll follow the Creator, but it's all lies. Lady Dina, the Hollows took my family from me. I understand that there's no way to get back what I've lost. It was Lord Landon who told me that the Creator would guide me. One day, Hollows will no longer be disasters. Everyone will be able to survive inside them. I look forward to the day when this hope becomes reality. I watched you grow up, and I know that you've always looked up to your father. He gives you hope, and I destroyed that hope with my own hands. I know the pain of loss, So I've always felt guilty. I want to atone for the hope I destroyed. But Dina, I don't want to ruin more lives. I don't want to continue watching you destroy yourself. Vivian is right. Not everyone wants to live in false hope. So, please stop. Camille, are you abandoning me too? I'm not abandoning you. I just don't want to see you go past the point of no return. The point of no return? I passed that point ages ago. No, Dina. You can still turn back. I'll be your way back.
Oh! Huh? Oh dear. Not sure if I want to go refill my tea, because I don't know how long I'm going to be trapped in this scene. Oh. Oh. Yeah, fine, I guess. Okay. I'm gonna go here. Boop. I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna refill my tea. Probably for the last time for today. And surely there's not more than one more hour after this, right? Right. I don't know. We'll see. Here, have some boss music. I'll be back. Hold on. Me. Hey, what's up? How's it going? Hello. I have returned with the tea. This time I got some green tea instead of the black tea. Here. Impulse. Now you'll... Bop. Ta-da! We're back. Time to get sad. Here goes. Oh, where are you going, Camille? I made a deal with Hugo and the mayor. If someone needs to take the fall for this, let it be me. I did it. All of it. I've been forcing Landon's only daughter, Dina, to research how to create sacrifices. I colluded with the Ravenlock family for my own gain. Everything Dina did was under duress. Since I've kept her captive for so long, she doesn't have the skills to survive as an independent member of society. She'll need a caretaker and a teacher. Someone who will look after her and educate her. I received another ping. Lots of pings happening on Discord. Oh. Neat. Nice. I'll have to come back to that. Also after stream. So much Discord stuff to catch up on after stream. No, I refuse, Camille. I refuse to accept this. Dina, I'm going to dispose of those failed subjects. I won't allow it. You'll die. I won't allow it. You can't leave me. I command you. You've always followed my orders. And you'll follow them now. It wasn't your orders that I've been following. My younger sister, who was stolen from me by the Hollows, also had such beautiful red hair. When Landon told me the Creator could bring me hope, you were standing there, right behind him. I was certain then and there that this was the hope the Creator had given me. Start over, Dina. You still have so long, so much time. You'll make friends, find people who love you, and make many beautiful memories. That's not what I want, Camille. You're not allowed to die. I won't allow it. I won't allow it. Goodbye, Dina. And I'm sorry, Vivian. I'll leave the rest to you.
Vivian.
Camille resolutely walks towards the fissure as Dina stares at her disappearing figure. After a moment, she also walks forward. Dina's about to stop her, but Dina uses the controls to open a container door. Ethereals surge out, blocking the path. Let's take out these Ethereals fast. I can't let Camille's efforts go to waste. They don't seem to be taking a lot of damage. Oh, the weight got bigger. Let's go to Dina, Lord Rathan. Oh, hi! Oh.
Vivian.
Are you satisfied now, Vivian? You are the one who brought yourself to this point. You're saying this is all my fault. Losing my father, losing Camille. Oh, I should never come into my life. At first, when father brought you home, I was happy. There are so many exaltists. Your father never allowed me to get too close with any of them. I never had any friends either. But when father brought you back, he told me to take good care of you. That you were my first friend. I was also so happy the first time you took my place in helping father select a person to receive the blessing. Because it meant you were different from all those other people. You could stay with me. But soon, I grew jealous. You took the attention that should have belonged to me. You even took father's love from me. It's only because of my ability that Landon... I know. But, Vivian, jealousy is something you cannot control. Of course, the same goes for fear and hatred. I was terrified that one day you would look at me and shed tears. I knew if that day ever came, father would not hesitate to force the blessing upon me. And when that day did come, I hated you for causing my father's death. Dina, you knew everything about what happened back then, so why are you still defending Landon? And why didn't you tell me back then? If I'd known earlier, maybe I could have found a way. Because it's the only thing that makes me more special than you. No? It proves I had father's trust. I was more useful to him. Vivian, you said you wandered without a home ever since you were young, hated by anyone you encountered. You were happy to gain recognition from everyone and help father when you were among the exaltists. But in the end, you discovered you were being used, so you felt betrayed and hurt. Then, what about me? All I ever had was my father. I've never known a life outside of the exaltists. Ever since I was young, my only purpose was to help father select who was to be blessed. The only purpose I had was my father and the exaltists. I've never been taught anything else, Vivian. It is what little value I have, and have ever had. In the end, you took even that from me, and completely destroyed it. You think we are doing good and fighting evil. You've only managed to affect a small part of your world. But have you ever wondered if maybe that's all there is to my world? I never wanted to hurt you. You were also my first friend. And that's why I wanted to save you back then. Save me? You and Camille all talk about saving me. Why don't you understand? To me, loss is so much more painful than death. Dina, you can start over. Everything Camille did was so you can live on. Let's leave the hall together. There's so many amazing places in New Eridu. This time, I'll take care of you. I've also met so many amazing people. I'm sure they'll love you too. Okay, Dina? Vivian, I can't. I can't forgive you. I don't want to forgive you. I have nothing left. What little hatred I do still harbor were taken from me. Well, I refuse to be so pitiful. I won't apologize, Vivian. Dina closes her eyes and injects a vial of the serum into her own arm. Soon, ether crystals appear on her body, a sign of corruption. I don't want to hate myself, so I can only hate you for killing my father, and hate Camille for leaving me.
That's just the kind of person I am. Hateful and despicable. I refuse to owe anyone anything. I refuse to feel regret. I won't. Vivian, I'll keep hating you. I'll take all who are precious to you.
Well, that's totally not terrifying.
I'll also hate Camille, so I won't do what she wished and start a new life. Vivian, if you had ever existed, if I had never, you would be.
Lord Phaethon, please do not interfere. She was my first friend. I'm going to bid her farewell. Oh, boss time! Hello. Hi. Lena, soon the pain will be over. Laser beams! Lord Phaethon, don't come any closer. Whoa! 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 Ow! Oh, thank goodness I'm invincible while flying. Ow, never mind, I take it back, I take it back. What's it doing? It's doing something weird. Whoa! Ow! 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 I need to not press the nod button while I'm flying, or else it cancels my fly. And then I become not invincible anymore. That counts as a perfect dodge? Oh my gosh. I'm learning more about Vivian. If I do one specific attack, that puts me into flight. Right the moment when I get attacked. That's a perfect dodge. Oof! Yay! I land. Hi. Oof! What? How'd I get here? Hello? I've been blasted. Oh! Big explosion? What? Huh? What? Excuse me? Ah! Holy moly. Okay, that just, ugh. Like, I need to take off my blanket. I'm all hot now. Ugh. That was awesome. Bleh. Bleh. I'm not crying, shut up. Well done, Zealous, you did it. You've created an absolute cinema. I'm so proud. So that just happened. Where do I start? uh... Yeah, I don't know where to start. It's just perfect. Feels as if you had a long dream where you saw your teacher again with a familiar smile. But soon the environment and your teacher both dissolve into the water, like behind a misty curtain, blurring and vanishing.
Belle, you're scaring me. Belle, I'm so glad you're awake.
Huh? What happened? I remember Vivian and I... Wait, where's Vivian? She injected herself with planet serum.
ビビアンはどこ？あの子、自分にランドの薬を打っちゃったの。
Hugo and Lycan brought you out of the hollow. You were in a coma, and I'm so glad you're safe. And you said Vivian used the serum on herself, but she looked fine to me, barring a couple of scratches. Hugo sent a message earlier saying he got her checked over and she was alright. Can you recall what happened?
The situation was dire, so Vivian used the serum on herself to defeat the ethereals. I saw the crystallization process starting to occur, and then... I can't describe it, but I think I saw something. At the time, all I was thinking about was wanting to remove the crystals from Vivian. I don't even know what I did, but then I passed out, I guess. What happened after that?
When I let Hugo and Lycan there, it was just you and Vivian lying on the ground. We didn't see anything else. Never mind that for now. Belle, do you feel any discomfort?
Just a bit dizzy.
For tonight, just get some rest. Hugo and Vivian said they'll come over tomorrow, so we'll discuss everything then.
Okay. Good night then. This time there are no strange sounds or sights in your dream. You sleep peacefully throughout the night. Shortly after you wake, Vivian, Hugo, and Lycan arrive at the video store. Hi! You're all good. How's it going? Lord Jason! How are you feeling? No headaches? Leg pains? Heart palpitations? Loss of appetite?
Vivian?
I was just worried. Sorry. Anyway, Lord Nathan, I'm so glad you're okay. What happened this time was my fault. You only became an ethereal to defeat Dina. If it weren't for you, neither of us would have made it out alive.
So, what happened? Belle said she saw the crystallization process start, but I didn't see anything through Eos. Hugo, Lycan, did either of you guys see anything strange?
Allow me to explain.
Miss Vivian told us what happened after she awoke, and the mayor arranged a full medical checkup for her. Based on the results, Miss Vivian indeed shows mild corruption sequela. But if the crystallization process had already started, the lingering effects should be far more severe. To be precise, if the process had already reached the point of mass surface crystallization, it should have taken no time at all to become an ethereal. So, the mayor theorizes that it was the etheric energy within Master Boxy's body that affected Vivian's condition, and the surrounding etheric particles, causing Vivian's corruption to recede.
Etheric energy within Master Boxy's body that affected Vivian's condition and the surrounding etheric particles.
Essentially, corruption is a reaction between the etheric particles inside the body and in the surrounding environment. Therefore, it's not necessarily irreversible. Just that. Currently, our mainstream method of defense is prevention.
So... Every character in Zenless is able to control one of the 5, or one of the 4 elements, I guess. Unless you count physical as an element. But it's not really controlling an element. There's the 3 energy elements. And then there's some people who have ether weapons or ether attacks. Some sort of ether power. Most of them are just weapons, like she wants a gun. But like, Astriel, for example, her ether attacks don't just come from her staff, they also come from her voice interacting with the staff. So some people can technically control ether inherently. But now it seems like if ether is basically the dark element of Zenless, then Belle, or Wise, or Faith, and whoever, or whichever you picked at the beginning, has the power to control the light element, which doesn't have a name? Are they just the only one who can do that? Sort of like how Traveler and Genjin, just randomly out of nowhere, in Natlan specifically, just has the power of light to negate Abyss. So if Abyss is an element, if Abyss is the dark element of Genshin, then Traveler has the light element. That seems to be what this is. And that also explains why Yixuan, when Yixuan first met Belle, Raven, she said that Belle has a very calm energy? Aura? I forgot what exact word she used. A very calming energy. I assume that calming energy is what the light element is. Where if ether is chaotic, then the light would be calm. How come I didn't know I had this ability? How's it even possible for me to influence other people's etheric particles? That makes it sound like I can manipulate etheric energy at will.
Master Proxy, you are special. This is a gift your teacher left you.
Our teacher? So this has to do with her?
I don't know all the details, so I cannot explain everything to you. My apologies. However, Miss Yixuan might be able to answer some of your questions. She'll visit you sometime soon, so please feel free to ask her any questions you may have. She has quite an eccentric personality. If she causes you any inconvenience...
If she causes trouble, can I file a complaint about her to you?
Master Proxy, you have always been a people person, so I trust you will handle things just fine.
That just makes me even more worried.
In any case, the mayor has asked me to give everyone his most sincere gratitude. Unfortunately, the mayor could not come personally, but has promised everyone a favor, provided it's within his means. He'll offer his unconditional assistance once.
Is it supposed to say at once? There's a lot of little spelling errors.
There's no time limit on this favor. Unconditional, What if I wanted his position as mayor? If that is what you desire, then the mayor and his subordinates will be first in line to vote for you in the next election. As for the other votes, you'll have to work for them on your own. But should you assume office, I hope you take full responsibility for handling all day-to-day matters and lead by example. By sheer happenstance, the mayor has provided you with a copy of his current assignment, the City Waste Sorting and Processing Proposal. Old fox.
Well, can I request Lord Vaven's?
The mayor imagined you might ask. I have prepared all the necessary documents, and the ceremony expenses will be covered by the mayor as a gift. As long as Master Puxy agrees, we can sign and process the documents immediately.
Vivian is already ready for marriage. She's preparing the wedding ceremony as we speak. Awesome.
But this matter requires mutual consent and cannot involve coercion, confinement, or one party's lack of consciousness.
Stop. I'll never do that, Lord Vaven. Probably.
What do you mean, probably?
At least not today.
Excuse me? Excuse me, Vivian? What? I'm scared now. I do not know if Vivian was a yandere. I'm afraid for my well-being.
As for you, Master Proxies, the mayor has some sense of what you desire. That said, he hopes you might speak with Miss Yishwen first before you decide the timing of that favor.
Hugo and Lycan are still bickering. Vivian sits to one side, eager and anticipatory. As always, you can smell the aroma of noodles from the neighboring noodle shop and hear snippets of healthiest music from her store. Thank goodness. Time goes on, but there will always be friends by your side. After eating, Hugo, Lycan, and Vivian take their leave.
Belle, are you feeling alright? Lycan said you could control aether particles, and it was a gift from our teacher. I keep thinking about it, and that Miss Yishwen, we should investigate her. But let's not talk about that for now. You've only just started to feel better. You should get some rest. I'll be there with you whatever happens in the future.
Head upstairs to rest. Yay! Quest complete. I mean, not completely, almost. There's a little bit more. I go bebe. Hi. Thinking back on it, a lot sure has happened recently. Can I really control etheric energy? If this is the gift our teacher left for us, then doesn't that prove that her research was focused on mitigating the damage Hollows have on humanity? Perhaps this can serve as evidence that she was innocent. But I don't feel anything yet. It doesn't feel like I have any special powers. Your thoughts all tumbled together and your mind feels heavier and heavier. You drift off without noticing it. Yay!
And that's a lot of story. I get one singular pull. Let's go. One more pull to save for the Angels of Delusion.
New Eridu continues to coexist with sacrifices, and neither daily life nor hidden crisis ever cease. New stories in the distant horizons are surely exciting, but one should also cherish each passing day, present or past. One day they'll become memories worth holding on to.
Yay! Quest completed for the third time. Why are you here?
Anya, I heard your wishes. Now you.
What are you two? What's going on here?
Oops, your parent is here. Please don't freak out. I'm just trying to help your little Bangoo define its true desires.
I'm trying to talk some logical sense into it.
Anya, I also just a kid. Kids' voices are the most honest out there.
Devilbill's not budging, just looking at Eos, curious.
Well, wise, master. A little Bangoo that casually calls master. All cute and pitiful. That's interesting. Okay for you. You met a nice Bangoo like me. If it was someone else.
Can't quite see what Devilbill does, but Eos soon snaps back to reality.
Belle, what are you doing here? Anya, did I just zonk out? Check out my new friend. He's super cool. Oh, thank you. Yeah, well, no, you're called Devil Bill. You're kind of angelic for giving me such a sweet dream. I feel awesome right now. My hair is all refreshed.
You can dream, Eos?
Yeah, no problem. Let's just get down to business. So, I'm pretty sure those silly ethereals are way more helpless against me than Eos. So, how about you pick me as your commission partner? See you in the hollow. No. I refuse. Eos is too good. Hi, what happened?
Belle, someone calling herself Yi Xuan is here for you. She is dressed like one of those masters from the mystic arts from those movies. Do you know her?
I met her briefly. She stayed me in the hollow. I do. She said Vivian and I only encountered some materials before. Lies, do you remember what the mayor said before? That he'd bring on the Void Hunter ranked special investigator to help us adjust our aether aptitude? Yi Xuan is an investigator.
I see. No wonder she has such a unique presence. According to her, we have good feng shui.
Yes, we do.
And 6th Street is geomantically blessed and a good place to live, too. That makes sense.
Really?
Yeah. She looks so serious. Didn't sound like just empty flattery. You weren't here when she came in earlier. I asked if she wanted to stay in late, but she said you wanted to take a look around and you could talk once you were free. If you have time now, you should go find her, Belle.
She's already reminding me a lot of Miyabi. Not just because they're both Void Hunters and super overpowered, but also because you look at them at a glance. They look nice and formal and organized, very straightforward, straight-faced, very serious. But then, once they start... Their voice as well. Their voice sounds very serious and straight-faced, monotone. But then, if you pay attention to what they're saying, they seem a little bit not right in the head. A little bit not serious. A little bit silly, one might say.
Hello.
What an interesting store.
Hi.
I did not expect that such a spiritual entity would exist here. It appears the street is a geomantic gem. A spiritual entity? His name is Hal, and I guess you could say he's a neighbor of mine. Is there something special about him? No, I was simply a bit surprised. It's rare to find such an intelligent individual of this breed.
Even huskies can be really smart. How's proof?
Right. Yet, being overly intelligent comes at a price. It must stay here for prolonged periods of time, parted from its owner and unable to move about freely. Both a blessing and a curse. However, it seems quite happy. We've strayed a bit off topic. Since you're back, let's discuss our partnership.
Your son gently pats the Hall's head, stuffs a few pennies into its money pouch, and then returns to the video store.
Nice shop. Good air circulation. Excellent layout. Very suitable for business. Your bamboo here is also very energetic. Seems your fortune is good when it comes to wealth.
Didn't expect you to understand feng shui. Thank you for your blessings, but who exactly are you?
I suppose this is our first official meeting since parting ways in the Hollow. Now that both of you are present, allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is Yi Xuan, a mystic from Yunkai Summit.
Wait, mystic? Like those people in movies who can tell your fortune and go around blessing people. This is my first time meeting one in real life. But what's Yunkai Summit?
Just an ordinary sect of the mystic arts. Our disciples travel all across New Eridu and sometimes collaborate with authorities. Currently, I'm affiliated with the Hollow Investigative Association. Right now, however, I'm here to discuss a partnership in the name of the Mayflowers.
So, what sort of partnership are we talking about?
I have reviewed the documents provided by the Mayflowers. You previously underwent an implant surgery. After recent adjustments, abnormalities occurred. These abnormalities bear resemblance to the craft practiced by us at Yunkui Summit. If you're willing, I can teach you how to better control your abilities.
To better control my abilities. It sounds great, but there's no such thing as a free lunch. Since you're willing to teach us your craft, Shifu, you must want something in return, right?
That's right. Mayflower will have you join me for some investigations. Looking at my divination results, this will be a complicated and a very dangerous matter. He's still going over the details on his side, but should have more information for you soon. You can wait until then to decide.
Burb! Hi.
What kind of spooky ghost?
I like that particles around you, that's cool.
Well, let's leave it at that. The weather is nice today. Perfect for going out. I just happen to need to head to a nearby store to collect something. If you're free, how about coming with me? We have a long path ahead of us, so it'll be good to take the opportunity to learn more about each other's ways and methods.
Sure. Sounds good. Then let's go. You should, Shifu. Where's the store?
At that luminous square. It's called Bouillon.
I know that store. Oh, I know that store. This is weird. There's no voice acting. But Bill still says the dialogue after I choose the option. Oh, I know that store. But hasn't it been closed for ages now? Is that okay, Shifu?
It matters not. Whatever the situation, let's head over there first. It's been ages since I last came to the Janus Quarter. I'd like to take a look around. Just tell me when you're heading to Luminous Square. We can meet up there.
You said nod to goodbye and leave 6th Street. I follow you. Sip of tea. Hi, how's it going? Oh goodness, you are surrounded.
Please help me check my fortune. Here's my palm. Look, doesn't this thick wealth line mean I'm about to strike it rich?
I've looked it over, and your fortune is decent.
Huh? You barely looked at it, and you're already done?
You have good fortune. What, you don't believe me?
I do. Thanks. Thank you so much.
That is not the voice that I would expect somebody who looks like this to have. Next, it's my turn. Wait, quit cutting in line. So, this is where you were? Who are all those people?
You hear, Bill? I decided to take a break. I didn't expect so many people to come seeking my divination services. Don't worry, I need no more than a simple spell to solve this matter.
Faith in God, your son remains calm and composed and says,
Fortune-telling services is 10,000 dennies per session.
In an instant, the people standing in line all flee in fear, scattering in all directions.
All gone? Good. It seems the banish wealth and desire spell is still effective.
Genius. Now I understand why there are those two random scam artists NPCs that Hugo could talk to during Hugo's section. It all comes together.
The writing in this episode in particular is so good, holy moly.
I love when foreshadowed things come together, especially when you have no idea that thing is supposed to be foreshadowing. Until you find out, and it pays off, and it's awesome. Banish wealth and desire. That's a spell? This isn't the kind of crafty thing you are going to teach us, is it? Our radio store has a business license, and we get complaints if we charge unfair rates.
Of course not. This is just a trick to deal with trouble. I'll take my time showing you the true craft of Yunkui Summit. For now, let's find that shop.
Loop! Hi! Been a long time since I've seen an Aether Bangbu. Hiya! Shifu! Please wait, Shifu! So many people wanted you to tell their fortunes. You must be a divine immortal of a legend! Oh great, I finally get to meet an immortal in the flesh. Please, I need your help.
I am no immortal, just a normal mystic. However, it appears you are in quite a pickle.
It bumped its head when it was produced, and I don't know what parts got damaged. But sometimes it gets all dazed and really slow to respond. Also, I can't connect to the internet. The internet? The internet. And can't receive messages, so it isn't caught up on anything, and it's looking more silly. Other Banglu keep mocking it, and it got a short temper, so it's always fighting other Banglu. How about taking it to a repair store? No, it's afraid it can't be repaired and it'll get scrapped, so it refuses to go for repairs. But it likes watching those movies with immortals who cast demons, so it wants to learn mystic arts. If you try and convince it, it might agree to be repaired.
So you wish to use the mystic arts as a cover to convince it to get repairs. It shouldn't be difficult. Belle, do you know any place nearby that does repairs?
Not nearby, but on 6th Street, yes. There's no need for that. I can check over it first. If there's no major hardware issues, I can do some debugging and adjustments.
Very well.
I know, really? Great, amazing. You two are amazing. My friend is not far from here. Please go and check it out. Why is she not walking with me? Where is she? Where'd she go? Aww. Why you no walk with me? I guess because you're not playable yet, but still. Zizi. Oh no, Shazy, look! I brought you the Divine Immortal. I know, really? A real immortal? Yep, really. They're really amazing. I just saw the Shifu Sarah's belly disperse a whole crowd of people. She even said she'll train you in the mystic arts. Oh, really? I've been waiting for this day for so long.
Yes. However, in order to walk the path of a mystic, you must have an innate talent for it. Please allow your senior sister on the path of mysticism to check you over.
Wow, great. Now I can be like in those movie protagonists, learning awesome mystic arts, gaining divine power overnight, and then taking revenge on those bullies. And yeah, a dongle for a dongle, a widget for a widget. Everything they did to me in the past, I, Cece, will make them pay for it tenfold.
Yeah, sure, whatever you say. While you're getting excited, let me check your parts first.
Okay, boys.
I carefully check Bangbaloo CC's parts. Its network module is a little bashed up, but the damage isn't minor. You fixed it. Oh, boop. Almost. Ta-da! Wait, I'm repaired. How do you feel?
What was that? Wow! Countless messages and updates are flashing before my eyes. Oh! Could this be? Is this what they call enlightenment? Oh! It's amazing. I have been enlightened. Enlightenment.
Congrats! You're now connected to the internet.
Thank you. Please be my mentor, my official Shifu.
It's a bit too early for that. You have natural talent, but you must hone your state of mind. Once you've matured a little more, you may come seek mentorship. I do not know much of Bangbu affairs, but I can teach you an incantation, the spell of calming. When you feel agitated and wish to fight those other Bangbu, you can recite this incantation under your breath. Their brains are made of defective parts. Thus, you can avoid conflict and disaster.
I see. Their brains are made of defective parts. The Bangbu contemplates this for a while. Its gaze growing brighter. That's so amazing! As I recite this spell, those bully Bangbu don't seem so irritating anymore. Oh yeah, thank you for teaching me the spell of calming, Shifu. It really works.
You are welcome. Though one should not get into fights if possible. If you must, be sure to win the fight. Understand?
Understood. Thank you, Shifu. Thank you, Shifu. Both of you. Thank you both for helping us.
Since you're alright now, is it time for us to take our leave? Well, let's head to that store.
Awesome.
店はこの
Nishan Shifu. The store is right up ahead. Hold on, let me do this.
間違いない
Yes,
ここだ
this is the place.
Now she's walking alongside me. Why did you not do that earlier? What the heck? What heck? Why did you not do that 2 minutes ago? Okay, fine. Nice to have you here.
あ
Ah,
あまさ
this is
し
the
くこ
one.
の店だなこの店
Seems it's
まだ開い
closed.
てないみたいだ
Another
な
wasted trip.
そうとも限らん
Not
な
necessarily.
まあ
One second,
待ってろ
please.
Yushuan walks up to the door, gently knocks 3 times in rhythm, and then slips a note through the door. A moment later, someone coughs and cracks open the door, passing something to Yushuan.
中に誰か
Is
い
there
たんだ
someone inside?
何
Relax.
ここの店主
The
は
boss prefers to do business with people they know. They like their peace and quiet, so they're rarely open for customers.
私か
I'm an old
私は
acquaintance.
古い知り
I
合い
just
だ
wanted to retrieve something. What a strange private business. Shifu, what exactly are you retrieving?
後々調査に
Just some things
必要な
needed for our future investigations.
そ
You'll
の
know in
時にな
time.
れば
Really? Shifu, I feel like you're always so mysterious.
心外だな
Rest assured, I'm not hiding anything from you.
じゃないぞ
It's simply because the correct time has not yet
物には
arrived,
実節
so there's no need to rush.
という目的は果た
Since
した
we're already
から
obtained what we came for,
今日は
let's
ここ
part
で
our
お開
ways
き
here.
とし何
There'll be
ま
plenty
だ
of
ま
time
だ
in the
先は
future.
長い
We'll certainly meet again.
私た
Just
ちは
wait 6 weeks for revision 2.0 to release. Then you'll see.
Okay. Cool. Now loading. Hi, Wise. I went on a little adventure with the interesting fortune teller.
Belle, you're back. Did everything go well?
Well. It's just that Yushuan Shifu deals with things in a rather unique way. Maybe that's just how Mystic does things.
I see. Belle, do you think what Yushuan Shifu claimed is real? Learning mystic arts and whatnot? It sounds like it comes straight out of a movie. Are we gonna be like those movie protagonists who use talismans to defeat ethereals and magic rays to suppress hollows?
I would like if that's the case. That sounds awesome. That's one of the things I love about Ho-Ho and Honkai Star Rail. And Chi-Chi and Genshin Impact. That's cool. Magic paper talismans is just a cool aesthetic. Movies are made up now, Belle. You gotta believe. Believe in the magic of paper. It definitely won't be as exaggerated as a movie, but I don't think Yushuan Shifu is lying. She really did display mystical powers back in the Hollow.
I see. Well, I trust your judgment. Plus, the mayor must have his reasons for choosing her to teach us. Yushuan Shifu said the mayor would have us help her on some investigation. I wonder what it is. Either way, we'll find out soon. There's no rush. Belle, you've been so busy recently. You should take the time to rest and have a break.
Shoot, you're right. The story has been like 6.5 or almost 7 hours long in total. Yeah. Are we done? I think it's done. I think that's it. Partner Archive. Mockingbird. There's Vivian. Get invited. Database. There's Geppetto. Tepes. Palacus. Is the new one here? Is this the new one? Yes, this is the new one. This is Dino. Dino? I think her name is Dino. Names are hard. And here. This one has a red exclamation point. What's new? It's not a Hugo. I don't know. Weird. Intelligence. Season 1 Epilogue A. There's the items. Agent story. There's the Anby doll. And triggers. Why is this just still here? Why is there an exclamation point? There is nothing here. What do you mean? I need to scroll over. Here? Was this the one? No. What? Whoa. There's a lot of Fridays. I didn't realize there were so many different variations of the robots. I thought there was only 3. I'd assume the main difference is just their elemental weaknesses and resistances. Probably. Maybe. I guess the overclocked ones are the deadly assault versions? Maybe energized and shoot defense? I don't remember. I don't know.
Security operative. Golden bamboo. Platinum bamboo.
I've clicked on every single one of them. And there's still a red exclamation point. There is nothing I can do. Okay. I'm gonna go here. Bop. Bop. 1 standard pull. We got this. Now's when I get Sokaku Mindscape, right? I have... The A rank is guaranteed. I get a guaranteed A rank. Where's my Sokaku Mindscape 5?
Oh. Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. Yes. Whatever. Yes. Defense W engine that nobody uses. 2 stars.
Okay. Okay. Flowers. I'll probably do this off stream. My throat is starting to hurt from the story. It's been almost 3.5 hours. And I want to make sure I rest my voice for the weekend. So I can stream more on the weekend. So I'll do this off stream. And we'll do Blue Archive tomorrow. And then maybe Slime Rancher after. We'll see. I guess that's everything. I think we're good to go. Achievements. Here. The song for tomorrow. Complete Mario Tears in the Past me. Yay! Nice. I have a couple more pulls. 533 pulls saved up for the Angels of Delusion. After getting Vivian. Vivian stole 160 of them. Dang it. Also, still have 552 of these. I'm so close to getting Fusion Compiler. So close. This works when you use ink special skills, right? Okay. Oh, it's pen ratio and attack, not anomaly proficiency. I'm not sure what that's good for. Other than grace. I guess. Internet. Intermission reverberations. Things are quiet again. Should keep using internet level. I wonder what this is gonna change to once I get to level 60. Because I'm at level 59. I'm almost at max level.
Legendary proxy.
Oh, here. There. Almost at 60.
I get 3 standard pulls. Wow.
Amazing.
I'm more excited about the hamster cage pass than the standard pulls.
Because I have 15 hamster cage passes right now. So that's just enough to max hamster cage all 3 of the Angels of Delusion. All 15, all of their skills. 5 for each. I've already spent a bunch of them on a few other characters. If I look at Nikomata, her skill is hamster caged. If I look at Chingy, her ultimate and basic attacks are hamster caged. Korin has skill and ultimate hamster caged. Sokaku has skill and ultimate hamster caged. Lucy does not. Piper has skill and ultimate hamster caged. I think that's all. Pretty sure that's everybody I've given cages. Oh well. Yay! I did it. Nice. Cool. I guess that is all for today. Yippee! That is... Looking back on it, this is one of the best singular story arcs in all of Zenless. I'm so upset that I've seen so many people say that this is a filler patch. I really hope those people all change their minds once they finish the story. I really hope everybody will not continue to say this is a filler patch after playing it. It might look like a filler patch at first, because when you look at it, the Vivian does not get an agent story. Hugo does not get an agent story. There's only one event active right now. This is the flowers. Most people don't like the flower event. Understandable, but I'm excited for it. I like flowers. But it seems like the main bulk of the content is just Vivian, Hugo, and the main story part B. The season 1 epilogue part B. But that one thing is so good. That one thing is so good. This is awesome. Zenless is awesome. Zenless is great. Now I'm even more excited for 2.0. Yay. Waiting for 6 weeks is gonna be so hard. Especially when they drop drip marketing, what, today? Tomorrow? In a couple days? I don't know when they usually do. They usually do like 2 days after the update releases. Oh, I can actually check right now. What if I... Oh, I check the Zenless Discord, Twitter feed. No, not yet. Maybe later today, maybe tomorrow. I wanna see Jifufu. Jifufu looks cute. Yeah, if I look the tier list... Can't see. Pull the tier list. And I'll put Jifufu right next to Vivian. I like both of them basically just as much. Although after the story, I like Vivian even more, so... Jifufu's got some high expectations to live up to now. We'll see. Well, that's all for today. Tomorrow will most likely be the Blue Archive stream. I still have not read the story for the Serenade, Promenade, Idols event. Not the Angels of Delusion, not the virtual idols, just normal idols. The Blue Archive idols. We'll see. That's all for today. Wonder if I could find somebody to raid. I keep forgetting to do that. I've just now remembered it as I was hovering over the stop streaming button. Whoa. Let's see. Does anybody follow playing Zenless? IRD is not live. One JP streamer is playing Honkai Star Rail. Yukimiya. I like her streams, but I don't know if I should raid somebody who speaks a different language. Let's see if I can find someone playing Zenless. Oh, do I recognize anybody? Probably not, since I'm not following any of them. I'm basically looking for whoever looks the cutest. I'm looking for whoever has the cutest looking VTuber model, because that means they most likely have similar interests as me. Like this one. Sure, why not? Yeah. Underscore T. His name is the whole sentence. Almost. Well, there we go. Ta-da! Got it. Okie dokie. That is all for today. Bye bye. Have a good day or night or whatever time it is. I don't know what time zones are weird. Have a good time zone. Bye bye. I'll see you in Blue Archive. Whee!